There we go. You go. Unplug you. Get you out of my way. It is time to see how these kids are doing. Oh no. Or maybe not. This I don't like. Let's see if we can't fix that. Import you. And then come back to you. And then... No, we're not doing any updates. Play you. Resize you. Okay. Woohoo! Is anyone in chat here to pick English or Japanese? Not singing along either way, but we are listening, because I don't know. Who wants to listen to me sing? No one. Oh goodness, I do not like what I see down there. 222 dropped frames. I beg to thy pardon. Comcast? You do not. Han, Rex, are you watching anything? I don't know, apparently not. So there's no reason for us to be dropping frames like this at 4 in the afternoon on a Sunday. Oh. I just want to play I just want to play with these, like, I want to play and I want to see these, like, kids have a good time. Anyone here? Is anyone at all here? Or am I just talking to myself? Which is fine if I am. Because, you know, that does happen sometimes. Even when you announce beforehand and everyone's like, woo, excitement. Sure. Everyone has something better to do, that's fine. Let's go with English, because I've gotten myself depressed now. I love this in English, it's so good. And what I like about this is I get a copyright strike that's real, unlike the copyright strike I got on like all of my Stormblood VODs, like at once, where it's like somebody covered a song from Stormblood like a month ago, and the company just went, "Oh, this video, the audio's there." It's like, honey, you're telling me I stole audio from a video uploaded after the one you're claiming. What the hell? YouTube. Fix her shit. Still don't know what the fuck that guy's deal is, and I want to. Raven, you're growing on me like a tumor, and I don't like it. Patty, I like her. She is just adorable. She needs a hug, is what she needs. She needs a hug. Still concerned about that big-ass sword. What is big-ass sword? We saw something like that in the Oasis. But yeah. So previously, we went through a horrible little dungeon. And had a couple of really kind of nice fights. And now we've passed out and we've been saved by a dragon. And it's just Yuri time. Which means that we're in danger of stupid fights. Hi. Leaving so soon? You're quite welcome to stay as long as you like. I want your outfit. Okay, my mother sent me a vest that is a little bit too big for me, and I basically want to put a clasp on the top of it so that it behaves kind of like her little thing is behaving. It's not gonna have like it's not a bib, but the bibbish thing. It's not gonna have that. But like, ma'am, can you turn around and face the camera so I can talk about your outfit? Please. Yeah. I can clip the top, and it can swoop open, and then I can have like my maxi on the bottom. Or no, if I get a belt, which I don't have a belt yet. If I get a belt, I can. My mother sent me a pair of pants that does that too, and I can belt it. And then I can just like wear one of my bras, and then I have bras like she's got, and then I can just go out. And it did not look as good on me, but it seems like it'll be fun. Hourglass. All divide. You're awake, are you alright? You passed out by the town entrance. You don't have to pay me. I brought you here in the first place. Don't go getting yourselves knocked out again, you hear? Next time I'll charge a boarding fee. Why not? She's great.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Don't you want a morning kiss?
Patty. Patty, I was just talking about how you need a hug, but like, this is called hypersexuality, and it's indicative of abandonment issues and like things like that. And you need love, you need affection, but you don't need that sort of love and affection, girl. You're like 4. Good job, Yuri.
Oh, Yuri.
That's how
Are
you
you
should
feeling better
behave on
now?
that. Good job, Yuri. That's how you should handle that sort of thing. Is acknowledge, indicate affection, but be appropriate about it.
Yeah. How about you guys? Are you all right?
Yes, it would seem that way.
We all collapsed in the desert, right? So what are we doing in this town?
Seems like someone came to our aid.
Though we're not sure who. I wonder what kind of praiseworthy fellow could cross such a toasty desert and save so many people.
The hell, I adore Patty. That is just, I love it. I wonder what sort of praiseworthy fellow. She is so autism. she's got problems, but I have to say I like Patty more than I like Ennis.
We need to find whoever it was and thank them.
What about the couple who was with us?
They appear to have been brought here as well.
So they didn't get a look at our rescuers either?
Apparently they lost consciousness like the rest of us. I believe the two of them are having a look around town.
I wonder, was it just a mirage?
What do you mean?
Oh, just before I blacked out, I saw that dragon that got the air under control back at Kados.
Really?
Ennis, the from Abyss.
Yeah. Didn't you see it, Estelle?
No, I didn't see anything. Then that monster must have saved us or something. A monster saved us? I can't believe that.
Was it just a mirage then? So what's the story? Where exactly are we?
A kindly gentleman is looking into that very matter for us.
Kindly gentle? Oh, you mean the old man?
There's no barrier here. This town is weird.
Rita, oh my god, you're still, oh my god, yes.
I thought the mountains in the east were supposed to be uninhabited.
Rita, Carol, over here.
What's that?
The monster that attacked us in the desert dropped it.
I didn't see any feathers on that thing.
That's one of Pharaoh's feathers.
Pharaoh feather.
But why would that monster have one of Pharaoh's feathers?
Man, there's so much we don't know.
Whoa. Follow Rita's line of sight here. Right at leg. I don't think Rita's like actively looking at Judith's leg. I think Rita's just kind of staring off into space thinking, but coincidentally is staring at leg, and that will sink in a moment. I've been there before.
Welcome back.
And just why was it up to me to go tromping off on a recon mission?
If I'd gone, this sweet young lady would have been all alone with you. That's far too unsafe.
Judith, I love you.
Unsafe? You can't possibly mean me.
It is so annoying.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I think I'm gonna gag.
Thank you, Rita.
Suppose I don't mind people thinking I'm dangerous. Adds to my mysterious charm.
Into the bay. I don't care how far you have to walk to get to the bay. You need to go to the bay.
It seems we're in Yormgen. You know, that town from the diary on the ghost ship.
Whoa.
Wait, this is Yormgen?
The town that needed the clear seal crystal to protect itself from monsters? It makes sense. They don't have a barrier here.
That must be why they were searching for a way to drive away the monsters.
But that was 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, and I find it strange that they were getting by at all without a barrier.
You're right.
Aye!
What if we were to show this case to one of the locals and ask them?
Yes, we might learn something about Pharaoh that way as well.
I agree.
The heartland town of Yormgen. Yeah, get the heck out of there, Yuri.
I can't take it anymore. I'm seriously gonna starve.
Can I eat a gel?
No.
Does the pooch look a little scary to anyone else?
Oh, he's probably just hungry enough for his wild instincts to kick in.
The pooch isn't the only one about to go wild.
I'm no good at diets, seriously.
This isn't a diet, it's a fast. Why do we have to stop eating too?
We can't have delicious smells just wafting by. We're just as hungry as you are.
Ah, what a tyrant.
Well, Estelle, what should we have for breakfast? Just basically some shawarma. Yay! We have so much to look at, so much to talk to. And we need magic lens. Welcome! Where's... Oh, goodness. Okay. We're gonna have some money issues. I still think we need to grind somewhere. Nope. Get your ribbon on, girl. Okay. Aw, we're missing cockatrice claws. Well, I don't have 10,000 gold, so that's not happening. I don't think we're going to use any of these, so I'm going to just sell them. That way, I can buy things, and we will immediately get our full complement of magic lenses, so we don't forget. Okay, that should do for a bit. Hello, I'm here to tell you about synthesizing. I already did my synthesis. My synthetathesis. That box, I feel as though I've seen it somewhere. Can't seem to recall where it was, though. I don't remember what kind of shoes people you passed in the street yesterday were wearing, do you? Look, I told you I don't remember where I saw it. You're pesky. You are pesky. Okay, forward seems important. Our village chief is a great man, but the sage is even greater. The sage will drive out any monster that may attack us. The sage is considering new techniques for expelling monsters. Okay. Yay! It pans out. The Coliseum, scene of countless bloody battles. It's so thrilling. I want to die in that stone circle someday. That's my dream. Wild, isn't it? It's a shame the Coliseum is so far from here.
What was the deal with that weird monster we ran into in the sands of Kogor?
Just the thought of it still sends chills down my spine.
Was that thing even alive?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it wasn't anything like other creatures that make their home in the desert.
Huh. Another astute observation from Captain Carroll.
Whatever it was, I hope we never see it again.
Me too.
The leisurely pace of Jormungand just doesn't suit me. I swear one day I'll stand in the Coliseum and make crimson flowers bloom upon its stones. Girl, you are so hot. Hey, you're a guy and you're wearing the exact same outfit the ladies are. So your pants a fire. My father died suddenly and I found myself governing this village. But it isn't going well at all. I don't know what I would do without the sage's help. The sage? He lives in the largest mansion. He is assigned trans by me. Thank you, kindly. Okay. Are you people from somewhere else? Isn't it pretty here with the flowers all blooming? Everyone from away says it's a pretty village. Talk to you, right? Welcome, travelers from so far away. I'm afraid our village doesn't have anything particularly special to offer. You're the ones we found unconscious, yes? Please make yourselves at home here. Yeah, we talked to you. You're the ones who called me pesky. Yeah, there's gonna be something bad. Came from across the sea, you must be so tired. You've been on the ship for a long time, yes? What? No? Blastia? What's that? Apatheia? Is it something you eat? It sounds like a dream, is what it does. It sounds like a dream.
Yoran and Mantic are totally different. It's much cooler here. Maybe it's the ocean.
The ocean is very nice, yeah? It's a beautiful place, too.
But it seems boring. I wonder what the folks here do for fun.
I kind of like it. This kind of calm, quiet village suits me. I can't stand loud people.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, old man.
She was talking about the town, not about me.
Maybe.
Do you really hate me that much?
You are literally Judith. You're like Judith, but cuter. But yeah, so this music, like, okay, at first you have this kind of country vibe, but in the back you have that other bit, which is just so dreamlike. It really feels like something is a lie about this.
I had no idea there were villages in the middle of the sands of Kagor.
I'm impressed they've managed to live here without a barrier to protect them.
They don't even have outer walls. Any monster could destroy this village easy. I don't feel like I could really get a good night's sleep in a place like this.
Ugh.
I do wonder how they handle the danger of wild monsters.
I guess everyone in town is just really strong.
Could you be any more stupid?
This town is currently facing a terrible crisis. The threat of a giant monster attack. Everyone says we can accomplish anything with the sage by our side, but is it alright to believe that? This place is so peaceful, no one here really knows the value of doubt. I don't want to speak ill of the sage either, but anything can happen, right? Thank you so much for saving us. I want to hurry back to Maintech and see the kids. The kids must be worried. If only they didn't come looking for us.
That box.
Do you know something about this box?
Launchy had it. Where did you get it?
On a ship called the Atherum, my lovely lady. Have you heard of it?
Of course. You know about the Atherum too?
Yes. We happened to come across it on the ocean.
Did you see Launchy?
I fucking knew something was wrong. How can you know Longchi if he's been dead 1,000 years?
And Launchy would be...
Oh, Launchy is my love. I'm sorry to suddenly get so personal.
Your love. Damn it. Hey, Carol. Your turn.
You're hopeless. All that we saw was, the ship itself.
Oh, I see.
Could I ask your name?
Oh, my name is Yuafan.
That's the name that was in the diary we found on the Atherum. Perhaps she's a descendant with the same name?
Do you know about the clear seal crystal?
They say it has the power to drive back monsters. The sage said it was necessary to make a barrier around the town. Is that what's in the box?
Yes, we came to deliver this box to you.
I see.
Hey, is that the key?
Could I have the box?
Wow, is this the clear seal crystal?
Looks like it.
It's so sparkly and glittery. A treasure even more beautiful than sea sparkles blooming on the surface of the ocean.
So who's that sage you were talking about earlier?
The sage is a great Critian who came to our town from across the desert.
A Critian?
Well, creating a barrier is basically creating a Blastia.
Blastia? But we can make Blastia with current technology, right?
There are people who do. You saw the Blastia at Emmead Hill in Cair Bakram.
It is racist, but also Carol's like 12. You can forgive a little bit of Critian. Look at the only Critian I know from a 12-year-old.
But I don't think that sage guy is the one who made those Blastia with messed up formulas. I'm sorry. I don't really understand. But the sage said that the clear CL crystal was needed to create the barrier. So Longchi set out to look for it. It's been 3 years since he left.
3 years, huh? You must be worried.
Every look on Estelle's face, on Rita, Yuri, like everyone's like, 3 years isn't right, and Yuri's like, roll with it, it's fine.
Wait, this sounds weird.
Yeah, the stories don't match up.
You think she could have miscounted by 1,000 years?
How old is she anyway?
The same thing could have happened 3 years ago, or 1,000 years ago, probably.
They say that history repeats itself, but who really knows?
Is that sage in this town? Where does he live?
Thank you, Judith.
Oh, yes. He lives in the house farthest into the town.
I think it might be faster if we went to talk to the sage.
Yes, maybe so.
If you're going there, could you take the clear CL crystal to the sage for me?
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go.
And before the sage's name is Pharaoh.
So after all we went through to cross the desert, we can't meet Pharaoh.
And after you've all risked your lives to help me.
Maybe it's better that we didn't find him after all.
Yeah, if we had to fight him now, we probably wouldn't make it out.
Think about it though, Pharaoh can fly. He's free to be pretty much anywhere at any time. Tracking him down will be a tall order unless he's got a lair somewhere in the area.
No one's saying that meeting him will be impossible.
We might get some information if we ask around in the town.
You're right. Thank you, both of you.
By the way, did you happen to see Longchi? I'm always think of him. I want to see him. If you have a question, you should ask Sage. You can really depend on him. Our current mayor is too young and unreliable. For a village chief, it's his experience that does the talking. The sage's wisdom truly speaks volumes about how rich his experience is. But why did you elect the village chief if you don't trust him? This is why hereditary systems are not good. Hello, kid. You're a stranger. I can't talk to strangers. Good kid. Although you should be aware, stranger danger is not as big of a deal as adults controlling you and isolating you from other adults and other children. They're the ones most likely to be sources of abuse. So if anyone is doing that to you, make sure you seek out another adult here and inform them, okay?
This town's weird. It's in the middle of the desert, but look at all the plants.
It sort of reminds me of Mantake.
Yeah, but there is something different.
Really?
There may be more here than meets the eye. Maybe the truth is hidden away.
Leave it to Judith to put things into perspective.
The better the intuition, the more you see.
Hey, I have intuition.
You need some intuition that goes beyond, oh, I think she's gay. You too. Also, Rita, no you don't. You have good analytical skills. You have a shitty intuition. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Sage.
Excuse me.
It's him! It's this dude. I was just saying, like, during the intro song this time, I'm wondering what the hell this dude's deal is. It's the Duke.
Huh? Hey, that's... You're...
Who exactly?
Patty's like, I don't know who this guy is.
We've run into each other a couple times.
You? How have you come to this place?
What do you mean, how? We walked. As in, across the desert.
I see. And yet, how did you... No matter. For what reason have you come?
We're a little curious about this.
This must have cost you dearly to obtain.
Actually, it just sort of landed in our lap.
That was quite a miracle.
You're planning on making a barrier blastia, aren't you?
Rita, why are you so angry about this?
You're free to go pretending you're a sage, but forget about making any blastia. Who would even consider building a barrier blastia with something that's so obviously not a core?
Rita, be more curious.
But it is a solid mass of air. It simply lacks an inscribed formula.
Lacks an inscribed formula? What do you mean?
They are most commonly known as apatheia, of which the clear CL crystal is one example.
So this is an apatheia?
That the treasure you've been looking for, old man?
Also, I am not the sage.
Huh?
No such being exists any longer.
That's a problem. We'll need to get that back from you in that case.
Neither I nor humanity have a need for such a thing.
Whoa! What are you doing? Hold on a sec!
It's the same phenomenon we saw at Cave Mock!
Oh, man. Just when I found one.
It needs emotions for... Oh... I hope that's true. That's a good one.
Apatheia bring only chaos to humanity. They are better off returned to air.
Apathy only brings chaos. You need to have feeling, says the man with no feeling in his voice.
Return to air? Is that really all you did just now?
It's still no reason to go smashing other people's things.
What kind of a person treats treasure so poorly?
Wasn't the clear CL crystal, the apatheia, needed to save this town from the monsters?
This town has no use for a barrier, and no need to be saved. This place has been granted everlasting calm.
Come to mention it, it is pretty quiet here.
But still,
There are monsters like Pharaoh nearby.
How do you know of Pharaoh?
I'd ask you the same thing. You seem to know about him yourself.
Please, tell us what you know. Pharaoh referred to me as a poison.
Oh, he
I
knows what
see.
that means. Oh shit, the Duke knows what that means.
You know something, don't you?
There is a being in this world who possesses a power the Entelekea despise.
That is a word. Entelekea.
You mean... me?
This being is known as the Child of the Full Moon.
Child of the Full Moon. Like in the legend. By Entelekea, you mean Pharaoh?
That is correct.
But what would the Entelekea have against me? Against a Child of the Full Moon? What is this power the Child of the Full Moon possesses that they despise?
That answer lies only within the hearts of the Entelekea themselves.
Which means I've got no choice but to find Pharaoh and ask him myself.
Do not be foolish. Meeting Pharaoh would end only in the death of the Child of the Full Moon.
But...
Estelle, give it a rest.
Hey, Regay, Jaeger from Ruins Gate talked about the Entelekea earlier, didn't he?
Something about them being the ancient race that built Nordopolica.
So Pharaoh built Nordopolica? That doesn't seem possible.
Take your leave. There's nothing more for you here.
Wait, there's something I want to ask you too. What were you doing at that Air Crene? Just who are you? What is that sword of yours?
Rita, you need to learn how to ask the questions you're passionate about less angrily.
Those matters exceed your comprehension.
Well, yeah, duh. She's like academically minded. She's always going to be asking questions that exceed her comprehension. That's the fucking point. What fun is it if the matter is in your comprehension? It needs to exceed your comprehension so you can break down your assumptions and expand your, like, understanding of the world, bro.
Do not ask of them again. Go. I have nothing more to say.
Fucking hit him, Rita. Hit him. Yes. That is 15-year-old Barb right before someone gets a fucking table to the head.
Where do you get off?
Rita is more restrained than I was at that age.
Rita.
Duke may have been the one that saved us in the desert.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go and thank him.
Hold up. He doesn't seem the type to do something like that.
You don't think so?
Just a hunch. You said that Child of the Full Moon he mentioned was the sister of brave Vesperia, right?
Yeah. Goddess who bathes this world in her golden light, you are named Child of the Full Moon. Your brother, brave Vesperia, watches over us from the skies. You remain bound to your mother, the Earth, and will shelter her with your unceasing protection.
Is there like a hidden meaning in there?
Yeah, the plot of this game.
I'm not sure, but maybe it's more than just an old legend.
Remaining to protect the Earth, huh?
Could protecting the Earth have anything to do with ruling over this world?
You mean like becoming the Emperor? If Estelle is the Child of the Full Moon, that would add up.
Which means all the previous emperors would have been on Pharaoh's hit list.
I've never heard of anything like that.
This all sounds pretty complicated.
Yeah, I suppose it might be a bit too complicated for you, Patty.
It's too complicated for you too, old man.
Rita can explain it to you later.
Me?
Shouldn't we be thinking more about what to do next?
I'm gonna stay here. There are things I've got to investigate.
Investigate?
Clear seal crystals, apatheia, all kinds of things. Honestly, I have a few bones to pick with Mr. Warm and Fuzzy over there. If you're all going back, we'll have to say our goodbyes here.
But...
Still doesn't want to say goodbye.
Oh, that's too bad. I don't imagine the desert will be much fun on your own, but good luck.
Oh, that's right. I can't go anywhere without crossing that desert.
We can afford to take a load off while she's checking things out, can't we? I'm pretty interested in Apatheia myself.
If we're going back into the desert, we need to take time to prepare. We don't want to keel over again.
That's true.
Rita's a...
How about we leave tomorrow? Rita, 1 day should be enough, right?
Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay then, we'll meet up near the exit tomorrow morning.
Right. See you then.
Woohoo!
I have nothing left to say to you.
You're not gonna follow him?
What's the point? He's not gonna talk to me.
So this was a complete waste of time?
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Apatheia?
When the air crane went berserk, Jaeger was carrying this box. This box was what messed up my magic.
You think the Apatheia is what's causing the air crane to go out of control?
Judging from the evidence, it could be a valid hypothesis.
So when the Blastia and Heliord was going out of control, you think there was Apatheia nearby? And the air crane and Cave Mock too?
There may have been. Otherwise, maybe the Apatheia's been damaging the whole world's air crane little by little. And a large distortion just happened to appear then.
I see.
It's really nothing more than a guess, but it could be right.
And if the Apatheia, and if the Blastia are Apatheia engraved with the symbols of emotion, then is the overuse of Blastia causing a major ecological catastrophe?
You don't sound very sure of yourself.
In science, you continually make hypotheses, then test them, and you get closer and closer to the truth. That's how it is. Well, okay. Maybe I can do something with this after all.
What are you gonna do now?
The next step after a hypothesis is testing it.
No, not now. I'll lose my concentration. Fucking mood. Rita is, like, literally just... Oh my god. Burp. Oh, just go away. Truth is, the villagers' faith in me has been wavering because of the sage's help. I'm not sure whether to be grateful or perturbed. It's a strange feeling.
Hey, old man. You can feel free to go on ahead to Nordopolica.
Hey there, youngin'. What? You want to get rid of me so soon?
Yes.
Wrong. I just wouldn't want you to miss the new moon and your chance to deliver the letter all on our account.
Honestly, I could do fine without your concern.
Wrong again. If brave Vesperia gets in the way of Altosk's work, we'll be apologizing to the Dawn for an eternity.
What? You're too young to bother yourself with such fluff.
It's a matter of brave Vesperia being trustworthy. You see what I mean?
We've still got time left until the new moon. We'll be fine.
You sure?
Anyway, ain't about to go back through the desert and that cave myself. If I got killed by some monster on the way there, not only would the letter not get delivered, but brave Vesperia certainly wouldn't look very trustworthy to potential clients then, would they?
In that case, we collect your bones and the letter and deliver them as promised.
Oh, how kind of... Wait, hey!
It sounds like the best outcome.
Anyway, just as long as you won't go blaming me if you don't manage to deliver it on time.
No problem.
Don't be cold. I may be old, but I'm a sensitive guy. Yeah. No. Jump into something. Say, have you been to the Coliseum? See, the atmosphere is like a banquet of madness. Is it true? You've actually fought in the Coliseum? I can't believe you stepped out in one piece. Looks certainly can be discreet and deceiving. What kind of crime did you commit? Oh wow, this girl's like, I want to die in the Coliseum. But the Coliseum is for punishing criminals. Oh no, she's like... She's a little fucked up. I hear you people have brought us the clear cell crystal. Power of the crystal, our village will be safe from any monster. And our village will be eternally safe from the monster's menace. You owe everything to the sage. I'm so thankful. You're friends of the sage? I didn't know. I was wondering what you had come to do in this tiny rural town. Sorry we can't prepare anything special for you. Yeah, have you seen the mountains to the north yet? The scenery's very beautiful. The desert? Desert? Like the places that are all sand? Come from a desert? Where's there a desert? I've never even seen a desert. You must have come far. Oh, the desert is the result of something. Apparently, if we construct one of these barriers, the monsters will stop coming. But is it really safe? I suppose it must be if the sage says it is. If the sage says it's safe, it's definitely safe. It would simply be outrageous to doubt the sage. Oh, the monsters really stay away from us because of a little pebble like clear seal crystal? What if they just decide to take everything they can and kill us all? Don't get me wrong, I don't want to doubt what the sage says, but these monsters can speak the human tongue. What if they're secretly influencing the sage? It's Pharaoh and Co. Thank you so much for saving us. Okay, you're still the same thing. Even if our town is perfectly safe, for the chief it would still be a temporary fix. Perhaps we should just make the sage village chief. Yes, wouldn't making the sage our chief be a fine idea? I'll suggest it to the village.
We weren't able to find Pharaoh after all.
Yeah, our first job as a guild was an egregious failure. What do you think? Should we go back to Dongrest?
That might be best. But would you be okay with that, Yuri? And what about Estelle?
I'd be fine with it. As for Estelle, I'll leave that answer up to her.
All right.
This sure is a serene little town.
Huh? Oh yeah. No guilds, no empire. It's a little strange.
Yeah, but I think it's relaxing.
Yeah, but even so, I prefer Dongrest.
That's how everyone is. Everybody prefers the place where they grew up.
Not true. Not true at all. Not true at all. I am quite fond of where I have ended up, actually. Yeah. Cities are nice. Even if sometimes you, like, get distracted by people having arguments in the streets.
You too, Yuri?
Well, yeah, sure.
But if we're gonna work together and brave Vesperia, we'll have to decide on a single place for our home base.
We could always make someplace new, you know.
Someplace new?
Yeah, you know, everyone thinks of Dongrest as the Union City, but it's really Altosk City. It could be like that. Brave Vesperia could make its own city.
Brave Vesperia's own city? Yeah, I like that idea.
Well, either way, we've got a lot of jobs as a guild ahead of us before we can be thinking about things like that.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, Nordopolica is Polystrale's city, isn't it?
Yeah, if you think of it that way, Nordopolica's more of a guild city than Dongrest, even.
Yeah, and Belius rules the city, too. Nordopolica, leader of a city, Duce of a guild. Wonder what sort of person Belius is.
A werewolf! Guild town, huh? I wish we could start one. Maybe... Ooh, we can call it... Oh yes, that's it. We're naming it Cantown. We're giving Carol a sash. And now I can see Lung Chi smile. I wonder when he'll come home. Have you spoken to the sage? He's a very nice person, so he may be willing to listen. Oh, I'm so sad. Sage says he's making a doohickey for some kind of crystal thing. Isn't it amazing? I forgot exactly what he's making. I don't really remember, but it was definitely amazing. What's so amazing about it? I already told you I don't remember. You're pesky. Fine. Tell me what's so amazing about the ocean right now. You can't, can you? Have you smelled the ocean, kid? It's like fucking... It smells like a well-salted soup. And then you've got like the cool breeze on the hot day. Seagulls cawing. Like when you hear a seagull on its own, it's like annoying. When you hear it and you can smell the sea and feel the breeze, you're like, I love these fucking trash birds. They're great. And you can't even be mad when they steal your fucking sandwich. There, huh? How's that, pesky brat? Pesky bop bop. Get bopped with a sword. Bop.
So you weren't able to meet Pharaoh after all.
But I learned about some very important things. The child of the full moon, and the Antilochaea.
But the only new thing we learned was what those words mean. As for the reason Pharaoh's trying to kill you, it seems we won't know unless we go and ask him directly.
But you heard what he was saying. If I go to meet Pharaoh, he'll just wipe me out.
It looks like we'll never know the truth then.
After all this, it's like I'm being told that I should just give up.
No, no way.
Maybe...
Huh?
Maybe what I'm trying so hard to figure out isn't really that important to know at all.
Maybe you could hire a third party to go out there and talk to Pharaoh, and then you can hang back of it, and then they could bring you the information.
What do you mean?
If I'd never met you, Yuri, and I just kept living my life in that castle, I would have lived without ever knowing about the child of the full moon, or the Antilochaea, or any of that. So maybe I could just go on living without knowing why Pharaoh wants me dead.
Loud, incorrect buzzer noise. No. Ignorance isn't the solution.
So you're saying you should just go back to the capital?
I think that's definitely an option.
If that's what you want to do, I won't stop you.
Yuri.
Our contract with you is null and void at this point, after all.
Estelle would have escaped on her own and discovered Yuri.
That's true.
It's just, I don't really like hypothetical situations. They're not real life. And I'm not too good at pretending to forget things that I already know. If you can do that, then I don't have any problem with it.
Then I can't do that either. But I have no idea what I should do in this sort of situation.
You want to know the truth, but you don't know what to do. That'd be a good summary of your situation.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'll think about it. Urgh. You're all wearing such unusual clothes. We don't really see anything like them around here. Did you come from very far away? Is your food very different as well? I'd love to hear some recipes from your hometowns.
Would you like a skewer?
Is it any good?
Why don't you try it out? It's my grandfather's secret recipe.
What? But didn't you say you had amnesia?
I know everything there is to know about Eifried. I traveled all over researching about him after all. That's how I figured out Eifried was the one who told me my name was Patty.
Eifried told you your name?
That's my oldest memory. Just remembering that fond look makes me feel all warm inside. I don't know whether he's really my grandfather or not, but I feel that he was such an important person to me that I can't help but think that's who he is.
I see. Still, it might have been smarter to keep that to yourself.
But...
You're used to it, huh?
I don't let small stuff like that bother me.
Crying get you nowhere, was it? But even if you understand that in your head, your emotions aren't necessarily gonna listen.
I'm more patient than a camouflaged stone flounder sitting still in a field of stones.
Girl, that's a BPD symptom. Like, that's the void. That's void time. Void time is not good.
Oh yeah, but your info broker turned his back on you too.
It's nothing. Things will work out. Tomorrow is another day. What will be, will be. In any case, you need to eat up if you want to cheer up.
This is good.
Didn't I tell ya?
Yay! Patty earned the title, I have emotional problems. How'd you like another skewer? I haven't talked to Judith yet. Judith's the one we haven't seen. There you are.
You're always out walking around, aren't you?
Yes, I guess I'm a pretty restless person.
Always out going on long walks. Like another Galling.
That's unexpected.
You seem to have some problems staying put yourself.
I'm pretty restless myself.
That's not so unexpected, I think. Maybe it's the wanderlust coming back to me from when I used to fly around with Baul all the time.
Yeah, back when you were wearing that weird white armor.
Yes. Are you going to look for Pharaoh by yourself?
Nah.
Oh, then where were you planning on going?
Only a walk.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't it seem like we've been meeting this way a lot recently?
No, must be your imagination.
That white armor really looked that strange on me? I liked it, it's sturdy and... Are you implying I have bad taste? I'll start to worry if you don't start pulling yourself together. Guess this'll do? You got it. Okay, I've talked to everyone now. I'll think about it. I think the only person who still has anything going on is Rita. Rita needed time to think things together. So I'm guessing our next job is going to be Rita's hypothesis test. No? It's not that, it's nap time. Let's go nap time. Love me some nap time. How about resting after a hard day's work? Would you like to stay for 50 gold a night? I would love to stay for 50 gold a night. Oh my god, only 50 gold. You spoil me, ma'am. Please come again. Just in case of problems. Oh, where is everyone gone? Sage says he's... Okay, it's the same stuff. Ooh, is everyone waiting for me at the front, or is everyone waiting for me at the back? I'm gonna go to the back before the front, because that's how you do things. There's nothing in the front, so if there's anything cool, it'll be in the back. Everyone's waiting in the front. Really, what is the Duke's fucking deal? It's got something to do with, like, getting air under control. I'm suspecting the Blastia are not good.
Glad you could make it.
Sorry to keep you waiting. You'll be heading back too, right?
Yes. Thanks to your help, we've recovered our strength. We were thinking we'd cross the desert with you all. That is, if you don't mind.
Just make sure you don't go wandering off.
How about us? What's our plan after this?
I'm headed for the Air Crene and the Wizened of Kados. But I am curious about the Entelikeia, too.
I have the honored task of delivering this letter here to Belius.
I'd like to meet Belius once myself. I mean, seriously, the Duce. I want to see just what kind of person the leader of the only guild to rival Altosk really is.
Belius?
Yeah. Belius is the Duce of Polystrale, which governs Nordopolica. She's the most important person there.
You're friends with someone that amazing, Carol?
Huh? Friends? Well,
It's Nordopolica for me, too. I'm gonna see what Flynn has to say about those knights in Mantake. That's assuming he's still in Nordopolica, of course.
I want to know why the Entelikeia hate the child of the full moon. Which means I have to meet Pharaoh.
But there's gotta be another way that doesn't involve Pharaoh.
Right. Besides, walking around in the desert just looking for him wouldn't be easy.
Why don't we all head for Nordopolica then? You're only looking to find out the reason you were attacked by the Entelikeia, correct?
Yes?
I imagine Belius could tell you if you met with her.
Why? Because of the connection between the Entelikeia and the Coliseum?
I do remember Jaeger mumbling something about the Entelikeia of Nordopolica.
If we can believe anything he told us.
Well, we'll pass through the Wizened of Kados on the way to see Belius. Good enough?
True enough. All right then, Nordopolica it is.
right. First, let's get back to Mantake.
What about Patty?
If I remember correctly, there were some people in Nordopolica who didn't think too highly of Patty.
I'll be fine, as long as I don't run into any of them.
I'll be fine, as long as I don't run into any of the people who want to kill me. And there's only so many of them. It's fine.
As soon as I'm out in the open sea, everything will be okay.
Then, will you come with us?
Aye, that I will.
Didn't Belius only meet with people on the night of the new moon?
Yeah, we'll have to get a move on if we're going to see her. I'll kick myself if we miss the new moon and have to wait another month.
Can a clear CL crystal really be used to make a barrier?
If they could, and we had enough, we'd be able to make as many barriers as we wanted.
Then even areas that suffer frequent monster attacks could be assured safety.
Yeah, but if it were possible, wouldn't something like that have happened by now?
Maybe it's best not to get our hopes up about it then.
Ever the realist, I see.
All I'm doing is speculating on the most probable outcome.
Actually, I think that's what being a realist means.
Oh, okay. Oh, goodness. I don't like it. Please tell me I don't have to go through it again. Oh, thank goodness. Hello, what are you? A thing. More thing over here. Well, there's a thing over there. So part of the reason I'm doing this is because the sound is really comfy. Like, remember how I hated the sound in, like, Cat's Island in Vesperia? This sound is, like, the opposite. It's just, like, so comfy.
Duke certainly has an air of mystery about him.
He's a real man.
Patty prefers masculine fellas, I see.
I thought he was pretty cold. Would it have killed him to listen to us a little?
Maybe he was caught off guard. We did just kind of show up out of nowhere.
Did one of us say anything rude to him?
Probably you, Rita. Ha! Ow! Ow! Hey, no hitting!
I wonder if he's always lived here in Yormgen.
Who knows? I didn't get the feeling he'd been here all that long, though.
Duke is pretty weird, but this whole town is pretty weird too.
It is weird, but you can live a quiet, comfortable life here.
Raven, she's like 39 at the oldest, okay? You need to leave her be, she's still a child. She's only 254. Gosh.
Let's eliminate them!
Avast, Repeat! Stop pulling at my clothes like that!
Patty, watch your step. It's dangerous.
Whoa! That was a close call. Repeat, you were only warning me. Repeat seems to like Patty. Why is that?
He just likes kids.
He wants youth and vim, not gray and stolid.
So my age has been the problem.
Wait, Patty is certainly young, but that's not everything, right?
Oh no! Repeat is a nonce. No, Repeat, why?
Whew, we're finally here. I've seen enough sand to last me a lifetime.
You're telling me.
Look, there are people outside the town.
Wonder if that means the curfew's been lifted.
Come more.
Humor!
Easy now. Haste makes waste.
All of my thoughts are cursed. It's a problem.
Indeed. We need to be cautious here and see what's going on.
No, Patty, you need to take out your gun and shoot. Is it count as bestiality if a sentient dog wants to fucking human? Yes. Like, are you sure that a human is intelligent enough to consent to that sort of behavior? And he's really problematic Rapide. Humans just aren't smart enough to really make that sort of consent with such a wise creature as a sentient dog. And it makes a little bit of sense then why Rapide might not like comprehend the difference of development between someone like Patty and someone like Rita. In Rapide's eyes, they're all basically little pets. Oh god. The thoughts get more and more cursed.
Hurry, hurry, all aboard. Let's all enjoy a nice little tour of the desert, shall we?
But while we're gone, the children!
I promise riches to anyone who can bring me the remains of that giant winged monster. Then your children will be able to live in the lap of luxury.
Please, don't make us go! Stop your whining. I told you vermin to get aboard. Now get moving this instant. That's just how we were sent into the desert.
Why don't they get on board themselves?
Because they must know just how dangerous this desert is, just like what happened to us.
The giant winged monster must be Pharaoh!
Yeah, but what's he want to capture Pharaoh so bad for?
Well, what are we gonna do? We can't just stand by and watch, can we?
No.
I don't think it's a good idea to go right now.
I'm afraid that idiot isn't gonna listen to anything a princess would say.
Then what should we do?
Shoot him.
Carol, come here a sec.
What? Yeah, I could do that, but I'd need tools. Wait, you mean...
Yes, perhaps this will help.
How convenient.
Oh no. Carol, are you cross-dressing again?
You guys better bail me out if this goes bad.
We love bullying Carol.
So you did pick that up?
Well, it was just lying there. I thought it might be useful.
Whatever.
What's he doing?
Now about all we can do is leave it up to the kid.
What is it with these commoners? They're slower than slugs. Get aboard, damn you!
Sir Cumor, everyone is aboard.
Everyone except yourself.
What? Me?
Those who do their jobs slowly will never learn without punishment.
Sir Cumor, please, I beg of you. I have a wife and daughter.
If you'd like to stay here, I'm sure I could arrange for them to go in your place. Now be gone with you.
Carol, don't worry. That young man is very capable.
Patty's got the frickin' spy glasses.
What's going on? Who was it that readied this coach? Fix the blasted coach. I will find out who's responsible for this.
I've got to hand it to the little runt.
You did it.
My heart was pounding like a drum.
This won't do anything more than buy us some time, though.
I think it's about all we can do at the moment.
We're still in the middle of our journey after all.
Yeah, Cat and Carol would start crying if we tried to tackle the knights head on.
How about we make ourselves scarce before people start getting too curious?
I suppose we'll be on our way then.
Yeah, I'm sure your kids will be so happy to see you. But there won't always be someone around to save you.
Thank you again for all your help.
Guess we should lay low at the inn for a while. Using your power to terrorize people. There's not a soul in the lower quarter that evil. You've gone too far this time, Cumor.
Oh, are you gonna murder somebody? no way I'm following the captain after seeing that. I don't know what people eat. What am I supposed to do? When my mom back in my hometown heard I'd become a knight, she was so happy. Should have been assigned to a respectable captain. Listen to me and get out of this town. Who does the North Commander think he is? It's terrible. It's like they came here just to torture the townspeople. Even the way he talks makes me sick. Wait, these days are gonna make the wrong person mad. So, standing in one place for so long is difficult, sir. But I won't let up. I'll keep observing with everything I've got, sir. I won't let even a single ant escape my sight, sir. Please don't send me into the desert, sir. Get out of my sight. Everyone here is so sad because they have to serve that frickin' loser Humor. Lost 10 pounds in just a few days of sauna in this armor. What do you say? How about joining our armor boot camp yourself? Dude's got a heat stroke. Seemed like the knights wanted to take the townspeople somewhere. Makes you wonder if they're even here on official business. I'm thinking about getting out of this town as soon as I can. Now I hear there's some winged monster out there. It's so scary. This assignment is such a nightmare. I muddied the fountain the other day. I'm kidding. It's just a fun little lie to pass the time. Hey, people drink that water. I wouldn't really do that. Maybe our captain would though, but... Ew.
Here, Repeat. Have a skewer.
That looks quite tasty.
Boiled eggs are the best part.
Nonsense! Daikon is the centerpiece, Patty. Daikon!
Hold up now.
That's unexpected. Usually you're happy with anything you can chew through, Rita.
That's just how good skewers are. But both Rita and the old man are wrong.
Where are they mistaken?
The true star of skewers is fish cakes. Especially the white ones.
Fish cakes, is it? And Repeat agrees. Well, I don't mind as long as it's tasty.
How about I didn't miss a skit? Get that. Hey kid, how's it going? Oh, it's you! Yay! Thank you for saving our mommy and daddy. Aw shucks, kids, weren't nothing. What are you getting all bashful for, old man? After all, we even got a reward for helping them. Well, what's the matter? It's you. Thanks so much for your help back there. Thanks to you, our children have someone to take care of them again. No, really, we hardly did anything. I know it's thanks to all of the precious water you shared with us that we're here today. I doubt there's really enough to thank you for all you've done, but... Yay, an hourglass! Thank you. It's the least we can do, thank you. Here you go. Huh? This is important to you, right? You can have it back. But... don't worry, your mom and dad already gave us something to thank you for helping them. We couldn't take your reward too, it would be too greedy. Okay. See you later, okay? Bye, Glass Marble. Damn it, now I gotta do wagon repair? Shut up, don't talk to me, it's so frustrating.
We made it out of the desert without getting lost.
We didn't bump into that strange monster either. The traps in the desert had to be that creature's doing.
I've never heard of a monster with that sort of ability.
As I recall, when the creature vanished, a feather fell from the sky.
A pharaoh's feather?
Do you think there might be some connection? Perhaps it was a talisman to keep us on the right path.
The feather was there. Getting lost could be related to the pharaoh after all.
There's so much going on. Wait a minute, the soldier's not moving at all. Maybe there's nobody inside the armor. Just talking to myself. Why did our wagon break down? It's obvious someone tampered with it. We should round up the citizens, scope the perpetrator out. Bring him on, we'll show him just how stupid it is to pick a fight with the knights. You again. Look, you're being a pain. Want to get thrown in jail? Don't you hear me? Stop being a nuisance. Shut up. Come on, you at least get to relax inside. Traveler's log. Heat wave, extremely hot. Meow meow.
Oh, you've returned safe from... Welcome back.
Looks like they've still got guards watching him.
You must be tired. Please enjoy your stay.
That Cumore punk is really a lousy guy.
Why are there so many lousy guys in the world?
There really are. You should try lesbianism. I mean, not like with any of the adults, because that's like, you know, there's power imbalances that can be exploitative, but, you know, keep it in your mind, Patty. Maybe instead of being into Yuri, you should try being into Yuri.
It's probably some kind of disease.
It's gotta be the disease they call stupidity.
So you do catch on. I bet you're right.
I wonder why they're trying to capture Pharaoh.
I don't know, but at this rate, they're gonna send all of the adults in the town out into the desert.
And once the adults are gone, it might be the children's turn next.
No, that can't happen. If I just spoke to him as a representative of the Imperial family.
Are you forgetting what happened in Heliord?
Yeah, Estelle. He didn't care that you were the princess at all.
He's not the kind of person who'll reasonably listen to the words of a princess.
Whatever happened to the talk of going to Nordopolica?
So should we help the townspeople, or should we help ourselves?
Rita.
Don't you want to know what the Antilocheia is thinking? If so, you should put this whole business with Cumore out of your mind for the time being.
It's a strange feeling to be agreeing with you, but I think we should focus on meeting Belius for now. Even if we captured Cumore, we wouldn't have the authority to try him for his crimes.
Yuri's gonna sneak out at night. We're gonna kill Cumore and dump him in the lake. I know where this is going.
If we can't do anything about him, we should focus on what we actually can do.
If only Flynn were here.
Flynn? But where is he?
I wish I knew.
Guess we can't kill two birds with one stone, huh?
I'm sorry, Estelle. We don't mean to be ganging up on you. It disgusts me too, to imagine that jerk snoring all nice and cozy in his bed right now. But...
Rita, I understand.
One moment. And we're back.
Lock up a guy like that, and as soon as he's released, he'll just end up doing the same thing again.
Yep, you know what they say. The only cure for stupidity is death.
Raven. And then
the only cure for stupidity is death.
Yuri. Raven needs to get murdered by a murderer.
I guess I'll have to play by my own rules.
Please say it's a cutscene murder and not a Yuri fight. This is a Yuri fight. I should have saved before.
Cumore.
No, don't wake him up. Just stab him in his sleep.
No! Yuri, it's you! What are you doing here?
Yuri, don't give him a chance.
Someone come quick!
Cumore, you have your own sword.
You would cross swords with a noble? Very well. I accept your challenge. No! How could this?
You talk too much, Cumore. The time's come for you to make your exit.
Do you have any idea the trouble you're in for even pointing that thing at me? Wait! I'm not the one to blame. I've just been following orders. I had no choice.
Then don't hate me. Hate whoever gave you your orders.
Wait! How about this? I could use my authority to pardon all of your crimes. A fresh start. I may even be able to have you reinstated as a knight. I have no shortage of money. With enough money, I'm sure I could satisfy your every wish. Go ahead. Tell me what it is you want.
You dead?
There's only one thing I want from you.
And what might that... No, stop! Stay back! Don't come any closer, you beast! I am Cumore, a captain of the Imperial Knights, a man destined to become Commandant! I beg you, spare my life! Please, no! Not like this! I don't want to go like this!
Tell me, how many times have you heard those very words?
And camera pans to Estelle looking horrified. Whoa, it's pans to boyfriend looking horrified. Okay.
My people have taken control of things here. The residents of this town won't suffer any longer.
That ought to put you one step closer to your next promotion. I'm heading back to the others.
Yuri, we need to talk later.
I know.
I'll be waiting. Down at the lake.
God, you know you're bad when your death makes everyone, like, celebrate. They don't even know he's dead yet. They just know about, like, the Knights thing. Why is Lloyd here? Wait, did Yuri just kill...
I guess this town could ever be this lively.
Did Yuri just kill Cumore for no goddamn reason because, like, Lloyd was about to show up and, oh no.
Yes, it's a great relief to know that people here can live freely again.
I'm still in shock that Flynn actually came.
Flynn, god damn it. Me and names, listen. Okay, listen. Listen, Susan, listen. Shirley, listen. Sandra, listen. Like, you know, no, you're right. But is wanting someone dead really reason enough to kill them?
That was amazing timing!
But Cumore might just cause more pain somewhere else.
You watch. Flynn will have that guy behind bars in no time. Right, Yuri?
Oh, yeah.
Yuri?
I think the game is kind of like wanting us to read that
Raven,
as
you're gonna
not
catch a cold.
enough, as not enough. Like, I really think the game is trying to tell us that it's not actually a good thing for the protagonist to just kill whoever they want.
He wore himself out playing with all the children. You'd think he was 12 years old.
Welcome back.
They're still going out there. I can't keep up with them.
What happened to Patty?
She's still dancing. I really don't get kids.
I saw you having a good time, though. You're an awesome dancer, Rita.
Shut up. Huh? The old man's asleep already?
That was quick. Yuri?
Just gonna go have a word with Flynn. I'll be back.
Flynn's by the lake, but the save point is in there. Seems that Captain Cumore wasn't a real magistrate. He didn't want us to find out, so he prohibited the residents from going out. I'm glad he wasn't a real magistrate. If he was, we wouldn't be able to run him out of town. It's so nice and cool at night. I'm gonna make sure it stays peaceful at night, too. Please let us know if you have any trouble. Captain Flynn told us to listen well. This is Mantake, an oasis in the middle of the desert. You can rest easy here. I think the last nights were terrible. We'll defend the town with our lives to make amends. Woohoo! Thank you for everything. Thanks to you, we're free from the consular and we can return to our normal lives. It seems you saved Alf and Layla. We're in debt to you. I don't know how we can repay you. You. Saw something that looked like a massive bird in the sky before we came here. Asked around, but I was the only person at the brigade who saw it. Nobody believed me. Sure, there ain't any flying monsters that size, but I know what I saw. What do you think it was? Pharaoh! Or one of the other Antilocheia. Ouch, I think I drank too much milk. My stomach hurts. Oh, yes, it is milk. It is milk that I drank. I had too much fun for one night. Definitely milk that you drank. They're lactose intolerant. I'm just thankful to be free, I guess. You only miss something when you lose it. We got all the knights from Flynn Brigade to thank for that. Now we'll be able to live without worrying. What a great feeling to be free. I have so much to eat and drink. Blah. We've got some Yuri going on here. The night's still young. Let's celebrate. Tired already? Who's gonna be the next consular? Oh, we don't need a consular in this town. This is Mantake. We're not under the jurisdiction of the Empire. We're free. Mom and Dad came back, so I'm not scared at night anymore. But it's still not fair how they're always telling me it's past my bedtime. Girl, real. And you know the worst part about being an adult? You have to tell yourself it's past your bedtime. You have to go, ugh, I have work. Or, ugh, when I get a new job, I'm going to have work at this time. So while I want to just like stay up till 3 a.m. Although now I've kind of gotten back into the habit I had when I lived in Pennsylvania, where I like go take a nap at 7 and then I get up and I like play from midnight to 3 and then I sleep again. which my sleep doc says is not healthy, but like, I don't know. I feel really restful and energized that way. I was worried when it was just my sister and me. Like, what if Cummore showed up? Everything's fine now that Dad's back. He still tells us to go to bed early, though. I guess nothing's perfect. Even flying fish can't match the distances we travel. I'm exhausted. Well, Flynn, time to yell at your boyfriend for committing extra-legal assassination of the dirty cop.
Why don't you have a seat?
You said we needed to talk?
Tell me, why did you kill Cumore? You know it's not our place to pass sentence on the crimes of others. He was to be punished in accordance with the laws.
And just what laws do you think would have punished him? The same laws that failed to punish Rigaud? Give me a break.
Yuri, you...
The laws have always been the tools of whoever happens to hold all the chips.
Just saying that doesn't make it right for individuals to judge right from wrong, or for you to operate your own private court of law. If the laws are at fault, then fixing those laws comes first. It's for that very reason that I'm still with the Imperial Knights.
But you can't deny that lives were saved because those bastards were put down. You'd rather tell those people, sorry you have to die today, I promise we'll change things soon.
Damn, Yuri, just call him a liberal and be done with it.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
They're out there, you know. People so bad they'll just go on hurting others. What can the average person do but be victimized by people like that? You know it was the same way with our people in the lower quarter.
Even so, Yuri, what you're doing isn't right. Do you intend to rain your justice down on all the villains of the world? That's the behavior of a common criminal.
I recognize it for what it is, and I've made my choices. Murder is a crime.
And even knowing that, you intend to dirty your hands.
Intend to? I already have.
So this is the path you've chosen.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I won't. But it seems you don't yet understand the full weight of your choices. As a knight, I cannot overlook your crimes.
Captain, I finally found you!
What is it?
Our barricade of Nordopolica has been completed. Also, it appears that the hunting blades are on the move. Sir, we must go to Nordopolica quickly. Captain!
Understood.
Sir.
Sodia, save the day.
Yuri? I know you better than anyone alive, Yuri. If you insist on walking down the path of a criminal.
Oh, wait! Repeat! Yuri.
So, you heard it all?
I'm sorry.
Are you afraid of me, Estelle? If you are, you can quit right here. Join Flynn and go back to the castle.
I'm not going back.
Hey.
It's true the things you've done are against the law. But I'm confused. It's also true that your actions saved the lives of others.
Almost as though law and justice are different things. And ideally law exists to codify justice and remove it from the, whims of individuals who are fallible. Because if it's in the hands of the individuals who are fallible, it gives way to tyranny and oppression. But the law, in and of itself, can become a tool of the powerful to oppress the weak, and does tend to do so over time. Golly gee, it's almost as though everyone in this game has, like, part of the picture to a problem that we haven't even managed to solve in IRL yet.
You never know. Someday I might turn my blade on you.
You'd never do something like that without a reason. If you ever end up pointing your sword at me, I'm sure I will have done something to deserve it.
If you're going to go with Flynn, now's your chance. You seem like he was in a hurry.
No. I'm gonna continue on this journey with you. It's what I want. Traveling with you, I know I'll find the right path for myself, too. So what I'm thinking is... here's to the road ahead.
Thanks.
Come on, Estelle, join Brave Vesperia. Throw the International Order into chaos by joining a guild.
Oh, I haven't sawed logs like that for a good long while.
Yeah, it's called oversleeping.
We're ready to hit the road, so get that sleep out of your eyes.
Hey, old man, your eyes are all droopy.
What? That's not good.
Jeez.
Huh? There are fewer knights than before.
Yeah, Flynn and his crew went back to Nordopolica.
That must mean they were traveling by night.
Was there some emergency they had to deal with?
They wanted to eat some fish, so they went back to Nordopolica.
Oh, come on, Patty. They're not like you.
Maybe they had to take care of the monsters from the Coliseum.
I'll bet Polycule requested the help of the knights.
We'll have to wait and see. Well, it's just that Flynn said something about a barricade.
Barricade? What could that mean?
Are they out to arrest Belius for what happened in the Great War?
I can't imagine that Polycule would be outmaneuvered that easily by the knights.
I get the feeling this is gonna get messy.
Maybe we should think twice about heading back to Nordopolica for now.
But the new moon's almost here. If we miss this chance, who knows when we might meet Belius again?
And our ship's there.
If I can't go to Nordopolica, I can't get on a ship. If I don't get on a ship, I won't be able to find the Maristella or recover my memory.
That's all well and good. I'm just not in a hurry to get tangled up with that armor-wearing bunch.
Me neither.
We'll just have to be careful, like always. No use panicking about it.
Don't forget, I want to take a look at the air crane and Kados.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. All right, let's head out.
Things are bound to improve here in Mantake, now that Flynn's liberated the town.
They did allow the ringleader to escape, though.
Timur? Flynn will catch him in no time, right, Yuri?
Oh yeah, sure he will.
Is something wrong? He looked troubled.
Estelle's not her usual perky self either.
That's not true. I'm as happy as you all are that Mantake's been freed.
If you say so.
Rita is not going to take the murder well. So they're good knights after all. What's that guy's name? Flynn? He's amazing. If only all knights were guys like Flynn. Hello. There's a back here! Whoa. I'm gonna kill you dead, baby! Yeah, so dead! What? Hey, I'm just kidding. I'm just imitating Mr. Frucy. Seems Captain Cumore wasn't a real magistrate. Okay, that's all what it is. Let's make our save. here.
Good day.
Ah, are you going to the Wizened of Cardos?
Yes, we are. Why do you ask?
The Imperial Knights have sealed off passage through Cardos. It's not just here. They've set up blockades at all of the routes through the mountains.
Blockades? Why would they...
I don't know all the details, but I heard that it has something to do with some danger in Nordopolica.
What should we do? We need to get to Nordopolica before the new moon.
I wish I could help, but they wouldn't even let me through, and I have a travel permit.
Are you a member of the Fortunes Market?
Yes.
How'd you get your permit?
The Empire issues travel permits to Fortune's Market so that its members can travel wherever they want. At least, that's how it's supposed to be.
Right, but the Imperial Knights wouldn't let me go any further. I'm going back to Mantake, since there's no way to get around them.
Should we go back to Mantake and chill out too?
What are we gonna do?
Do you think Flynn ordered the blockades?
I couldn't say. Either way, we can't afford to be stuck here for much longer.
Yes, it'll be a lot of trouble if we miss the new moon.
But I don't think they'd let us through, even if we asked nicely.
Well, to be honest, we can go take a look and think about how to get in. The hard part will only come once we've gotten inside.
What do you mean, once we've gotten inside?
They set up blockades to make it hard to get out of the mountains. Getting inside shouldn't be nearly as tough. I think that much is safe to assume.
Well then, should we go back to Mantake to do some final preparations?
No, we're fine. Let's go like we are.
Because we're broke.
So hot. There's no shade or anything.
What's the matter, Captain Carol?
Maybe it's so hot he can't speak.
You're already pooped? Weak. And you're also much younger than me.
Would you shut up? Aren't you hot under that thick coat, Raven?
Nah, this clothing is kind of special.
Let me borrow it.
Ah, my boy. If you're really suffering that much, I'll gladly lend you my stinky, sweaty clothing.
Never mind.
The heat is at least better than your stench, old man.
Hi,
Flynn
Sodia.
Brigade.
So, that's the blockade?
Yeah, looks like it was Flynn's brigade's doing after all. But what are those monsters doing here?
Perhaps they've been tamed by the Knights?
This brigade is reminding me of Flynn less and less. What the hell is Flynn doing with his knights anyway?
Hardcore tactics like this, there ain't any doubt in my mind this has something to do with the talk of Belius engineering the Great War.
So how do we get past this checkpoint?
Huh? Seriously? Let's do that. And then?
What could they be talking about?
Old man, do you mind keeping it down?
Sorry. Now that sounds like fun. How about this? What the hell?
Stop it! Settle down!
Let's go now.
Patty,
Hey, don't leave this old man behind.
Patty, you conniving little
Come back, you!
bitch.
Yuri Lowell!
See ya! Have fun!
That was pretty slick, old man.
What are you saying? That was all thanks to Patty. Humans work a lot harder when they get rewarded, don't they?
Rewarded? What are you talking about?
That's our little secret. It's just between us, right, Patty?
Oh, Patty, no, don't.
So annoying.
It's our little secret.
Patty, no, girl, no. You, no.
What is that nonsense?
It's probably some useless promise of theirs. Anyway, let's keep moving.
Your friend is quite talented, considering the ease with which he saved Mantake.
Who, Flynn? That was nothing for him.
You know him really well, don't you, Yuri?
Well, we've hung around together since we were kids.
You don't hang around together much anymore, though.
Yuri?
Remember when we fought the bat here? That was a fun fight. It was a pain in the fucking ass, but it was so fun.
Ooh, they look scary.
Tell me, what are you?
Holy power, come to me! First aid! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Come to me! First aid!
You like that?
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Yeah!
You can't win.
Holy power, come to me!
This'll hurt.
Sure.
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Sorry, I couldn't help.
Well, that's not good. Oh no, do I not have any life bottles?
Fight! Concentrate on the fight! Fireball! Resurrection!
This'll hurt.
Come to me! No. I'm using this! Crescent strike! What the hell? I am so gonna make you hurt! Ready? Ready? Ready?
Oh my god! What the fuck?
You like that?
Wow. That was not a cool fight.
And they were never heard from.
That was exactly the opposite of a cool fight.
Your friend is quite talented.
Okay, we're gonna save again here. I don't want to go back and buy life bottles because I don't have the money for it. We just need to not die.
That was pretty.
Nope.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
I'm using this! I am so gonna make you ready?
My way.
All my heart! You ready?
This'll hurt. Hey! You can't win.
Stop attacking me. Oh my god. Well, that went better.
They know.
Okay, we need to get things back to how we are. Okay, so we need you. I think we need Yuri. I'm sorry, Patty, we need Carol.
Only the Empire has enough power to cut off all the ways in and out of a whole town.
Well, the Guild's power is totally different. The Union would never try something like this.
It's the Empire's style. Crush problems with everything they've got. What are they after? Who do they think they are, sealing off all the roads like this?
I think the answer to that lies in Nordopolica. We should hurry before we're caught.
Yes.
Leave it to me!
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Oh, power that tries to shine! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Holy power, fireball! First aid! Oh, flicker...
This?
Ooh, longsword. Estelle still has her spine ripper.
Looks like they aren't following us.
That was pretty fun.
Hey, this is no game. Seriously.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Combining Patty's brain with my technique.
2 heads are better than 1.
Yeah, but they went and sealed off a dangerous place like this just to isolate Nordopolica. These guys mean business.
Seriously, even bringing monsters to help?
Whatever they're doing, it can't be good.
I can't believe that Flynn would order something like this.
Hey, what kind of person is Flynn?
He's Yuri's friend. I've heard they've known each other since they were children.
Sometimes orders coming down from the top don't make sense. The meaning can get lost going down the chain of command. When a brigade gets big and famous enough, things can start to get out of hand.
You certainly know a lot about these things. It makes sense for someone in Altosk.
Things can end up like that no matter what the organization.
What worries me is how much of a hand Flynn had in all this.
I'm sure we'll get a good understanding of that as soon as we can get to Nordopolica.
That's right.
But we should be on our guard, even though I find it hard to believe that they've conquered Nordopolica by force.
Yeah, I think the Palestrale would have a problem with that.
Sorry, Rita. You won't get much time to investigate the Air Krene.
Ugh. Oh well. I don't have much choice. It'd be bad if they caught up to us.
Exactly. Come on, let's get going.
Surely we can stop and give Rita a
Yuri
little
sure
bit.
is enthusiastic.
He won't say it, but I reckon he's just worried about his friend.
Do Flynn and Yuri really have that strong of a bond?
Yeah, they're lovers.
Well, could call it strong, I guess. Maybe. What? Are you jealous?
I'll have to hold a strategic meeting to stop Yuri from being snatched away from me.
Too late, girl. It was a losing battle before you began.
So what was that deal you were talking about?
A deal? What sort of deal? With who?
You said something about a deal with the old man when we were in Kados. Don't tell me you forgot.
No. I haven't forgotten.
She forgot. So it's a secret, is it?
I'll tell you, Yuri, since I can trust you.
I appreciate it.
If he works hard here, I'll teach him Judy's measurements.
You really know how his mind works, don't you?
It's not exactly a mystery.
What's up? Shouldn't we be hurrying along?
Hey, you're not as young as you used to be. Let's take it easy.
Seconded.
What do you mean?
Okay. Patty has a little bit more self-respect, but...
You'll be gone soon enough.
I am so gonna make you hurt. Ready? Come to me. First off.
I'm just getting started.
That's how you do it. And knowing numbers, see, when a pervert is into a girl, he thinks about the details of her anatomy. And these numbers can represent that information. In inappropriate manners.
Sorry, but you're going bye-bye. Oh, damn it,
Cover me, would ya?
okay! Promise to I found your weak spot. Oh, damn it, this promised land.
All my heart!
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
Come on, wind.
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
It's like pervert autism.
Try not to take too long, okay?
Sure. It's completely inactive now, and it was overflowing so much before. Is that how the air was controlled? How could a monster do something like that?
Is that air Krene safe now?
We'll be in trouble if air shoots out of it like before.
It doesn't look like you have to worry about that.
So why'd the air suddenly shoot out before?
That's what's puzzling me.
Maybe it was just a natural phenomenon?
The probability of that is low at best. If that was the case, it should be emitting air at regular intervals.
If air were emitted that frequently, it'd have an effect on the environment.
Like how the plants grew so unnaturally in Cave Mock.
Looks pretty normal around here to me.
So perhaps something else interfered with the air Krene and caused it to discharge air? What could do that? Only a formula or blastia could affect air like that.
Damn, that would be our fan club. Seems like these knights are just as dedicated as the captain himself. Rita, let's go. Are you done looking at the air Krene?
Just let me think a little more.
If you just need time to think, you'll have plenty of time once we've gotten out of here.
All right. If the air Krene was disturbed by...
Did you figure anything out?
It's still too early to say. I've got some leads, but it's nothing I can be sure of yet.
Well, make sure and let us know when you've nailed it down.
I will.
All right, let's head out.
And it'll probably involve you.
I missed. No.
Sorry if I hurt you.
I'm not.
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! I'm so gonna make you ready and straight to beam! Ready? Tractor beam! Come to me! Ready? Tractor beam! Holy power, come to me! First aid! Nice miss and attack! Holy power, come to me! First aid! Flickering blaze, photon!
Damn, that hurt.
Shall I heal you? First aid! Fireball!
That didn't work! Blaze, burn! Fireball! Photon! Oh, flickering blaze, burn!
Let's go.
Oh. Limit bottling into tractor beam is so fun. Oh my god. Bye. Bye.
Leave it to me!
Fireball! That's no good. Power that tries to flickering blaze burn! Come to me! Fireball! First aid! Holy power, come to me! First aid! Holy power, come to me! Wonderful! First aid! Oh, flickering blaze burn! Fireball! That's no good!
Alright, who's
Flickering
next?
blaze burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering all right, here we go! Yay! All right, we did it!
Yay! Lesbians!
Take cover.
Ah, get cutscened that.
Huh. Guess it's only natural they're guarding this end, too.
Addie, do you have any ideas for getting through? Raven, can you do something like you did before?
Best not to press your luck when the Knights are taking their work so seriously.
They don't look that serious from here.
I say, woe is me!
How has our illustrious Schwann Brigade ever been reduced to playing backup for Flynn?
Enough complaining. If you don't like it, we better produce some results.
There they are! Capture them!
They found us!
What is this?
You three, don't let him escape!
If it isn't Mr. Yuri Lowell.
Hey, LeBlanc. It's been a while.
And Your Highness.
What are we gonna do?
Oh well. Here goes nothing.
Wait!
Attention!
Yes, sir!
Not sure what's going on, but now's our chance.
Huh?
Oh, Raven.
Raven, what did you do?
It's nothing. Enough standing around. They'll catch up in no time if we don't get moving.
We can't miss this chance.
Yeah, let's head for Nordopolica, quick.
That was so dumb. I love it. Also, if you know someone's measurements, you can make them outfits.
Oh, there's no challenge at all.
Don't let him trip you up.
Come on, Wind.
Oh, damn, this
Around and
modest
cut
man.
him down.
Oh, flickering blaze burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze! Yes, take a nice long nap.
Numbers are so hot. We made it. With like no income. That's okay. We shouldn't need to buy anything here. Hey girl, what's up? Good day, this is Nordopolica. Things have been a bit unpleasant lately, but you can relax and make yourself feel at home here. Don't worry, we recaptured all the monsters that escaped. Please go ahead and relax. Apparently the city is governed by the descendants of an ancient clan. Only the top-ranking members of Palestrale who rule the city even meet them. I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't like to meet them, but they're just people like you and me, right? Pharaoh and go. Ting-a-ling, ting-a-ling. Come on and follow the winding road with me. An accident occurred within the Coliseum and has been dispatched. We've been dispatched to deal with the situation. Our duty is to protect each and every settlement in the Empire's territory. This isn't the Empire's territory. Oh no. We're gonna keep this town safe. Overstepping your... This is imperialism. Rumble, don't talk to me. Coliseum's closed and I'm dealing with a lot of stress right now. I said all monsters escape is big to do.
Not as many knights as I'd have guessed.
Yeah, security looks normal even with all the commotion after the tournament.
It did sound like they had their hands full with the monsters that managed to escape.
Yeah, but it's too quiet. Especially compared to the checkpoints back at Kados. I think Raven's got it right. The Knights are up to something, and I don't like it.
But it looks like we can stay in town as long as we don't stand out.
So we'll meet with Belius on the evening of the new moon, which happens to be tonight.
Let's stop by the inn to freshen up and then go see about meeting her. I'm finally gonna be able to get rid of the Don's letter.
Addie, what are you doing hiding over there?
Don't you remember? A lot of things happened the last time she was here. Come on out. It'll be okay.
Is it alright for me to be with you guys for just a little longer?
Huh? Sure. We don't mind, do we?
Just join Brave Vesperia.
Right. But it'd probably be best if we stuck together until we left town.
I have a feeling that even if we parted ways here, we'd still end up meeting again real soon. So basically, there's no difference between us being together or not.
I really don't get that logic.
I'm sure you're all heading in the direction of the Maristella.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
In other words,
In other words, you want to come with us, right?
rather than traveling by myself, traveling with you guys is more profitable.
If you want to come, then come. At this point, I really don't mind an extra travel companion or two.
That's the spirit!
I wonder if Flynn's already here somewhere.
Do you think?
When we finish up all our business here, I've got a few things I want to ask that guy.
When you do, take me with you.
All the matches are so boring lately. It's always the same old fighters. You're already here in Nordopolica. How about you step in the ring? Of course, you'll just lose and die a dog stab. Hehe, I'm just kidding. What a big mouth I have. Listen, I followed this sister's information and won 200,000 gold. I'm so glad I trusted you. Forgive Dark House with the 100,000. Little fool I am. Why now of all times did I decide to get cold feet? This is a fabulous token here at the end of the stream of victories. Haven't lost a bet since the day I was born. Come on, listen what each token has to say. Still a mess. My husband and Zakis can't clear the Coliseum, but sometimes I get a little worried. Is he eating alright? Is he cleaning up after himself? Of course, I forgot all about my hubs for when the matches begin. Citizens give us these gold stairs, maybe we're not welcome here. I guess I understand how they feel though, even though we're here to help. It's still an imperialist act of imperial aggression. Be gone! Be gone! Be gone. Hi, old lady. There's something disquieting in the air recently. Suppose you call this sixth sense. Just have a feeling something awful is gonna happen. Oh, guardian deity, please protect our city and its citizens. The Schwann Brigade received orders from Lieutenant LeBlanc to be dispatched here in support of the Flynn Brigade. Captain Schwann is very busy on assignment away from here. I shall not do anything to disgrace his name. Hey, girl. I'm considering postponing my quest for the origins of the Gritcha and staying here a while. Belius, the Duce of Nordopolica, has expressed a desire in meeting me. If things go well, she may offer me employment. Oh man, why do they think they're doing just letting the knights in like that? A lot of people here hate the Empire, they might be trouble. Not that I mind, maybe we'll have us a bit of sightseeing. Well, the monsters in the Coliseum are supposed to get much fiercer when the new moon approaches. That's why they post especially tough numbers of Palestrali to keep watch on the night of the new moon. Just happened to be inside the Coliseum when the reverse barrier holding the monsters failed. It was very frightening, but I'm glad it happened during the full moon, when the monsters are relatively docile. Knights are such a pain. Wish they wouldn't look at me. It's so embarrassing. What do they even need their knights when they're around? Some monsters got out of the Coliseum. The reverse barrier must not be very strong. I wonder if they'll come and eat me when I'm sleeping at night. By the way, it's called a reverse barrier because it's supposed to keep monsters in. The opposite of the barrier is to keep monsters out. Yes, I know. I figured that. Thank you, little girl. You have the right to arrest anyone who even looks suspicious. That's the reason the town's safe. We don't want to get forceful. We don't try anything funny. Right to arrest anyone for any reason is bad, actually. Duce Belius? I haven't had the honor of meeting her, but this seems as if she has an interest in Gritcha. I don't know why, however. Descendant of an ancient clan, the woman who governs a city of such contrasts. Yes, the woman called Belius interests me greatly. Knights are surprisingly cheap. All I did was ask them to lend me a little money, and they aren't giving me a single gold. Well, that's supposed to help decent, good citizens in need? Surely it wouldn't be hurt to lend me enough to buy supper. It's astounding they let Imperial Knights in. Not to worry though, Palestrali and the warriors from Coliseum are all tough cookies. They'll have the Knights thrown out in no time. Duce Belius would never permit Imperial Knights entry in the first place. Wow, the Knights are amazing. They even beat all the Coliseum monsters. Those horns are so grand. Only the really grand ones get horns, it looks like. Gotta report the Knights have closed down Kados. Sounds like there's some big stink happening up top. What the hell do the Knights think they are? They may have had a little trouble lately, but now they're way out of bounds. I want to raise some serious protests, but it's out of my league. Palestrali always governed this town. They always handled its security. Now a bunch of knights hanging around doesn't stir up trouble. We're doing just fine with Palestrali governing. The Empire tries to push all their unfamiliar structure on us, they're gonna get burned. Just 2 more weeks till my shop opens. I'm so nervous already. I still haven't got a good name for the shop. What's a good name? Ma'am, it's still really early to be that drunk. They say my intake used to be totally free, not under Empire or Guild control. Thanks to the ghastly temporary magistrate, the Imperial Knights have finally extended their jurisdiction there. The Knights here too. It's not easy to look at Mantake's situation as someone else's problem. I can't help but sympathize. Well, let's save in case we have trouble. Actually, let's get some life bottles, because I'm out of those. And now we're broke again. Welcome to the Nordopolica Inn. 500 gold to stay. Do you want to rest? Yep. Thank you. Enjoy your stay.
Is everyone ready to go?
Sure. You're shaking, Carol.
Confronting the big cheese of a major guild about his involvement with the Great War is pretty intimidating.
Come on, he's a normal person, just like us. There's nothing to be afraid of.
But...
Carol, you just don't know when to give up, do you?
My, Patty, you've got nerves of steel.
You're sure the brave one, Missy. I'm impressed.
I'm just doing my best to be strong.
You don't have to come if you don't want to, Estelle.
I can't back down anymore. I don't want to. I want to know about myself. About who I really am.
Sounds like you're ready to go.
So then, let's go see Belius.
Just my imagination?
Nope. It's Yuri. Yay. On a night with no moon, it's darker than usual. Makes me feel uneasy. Monsters are getting restless and getting more and more uneasy. It may be an uneasy night, but the town should be defended by the guardiansmen of Palestrale. We don't need the knight's help. I got report the knights closed down Cadmus. Yeah, we already have that. Fun.
We've come to meet with Belius.
You're... Oh, weren't you the emissary sent by Don Whitehorse?
Yep, it's a bit urgent, so if you wouldn't mind letting me through.
You may enter. However, I must ask the rest of you to withdraw.
What? But why? Are you trying to say we can't be trusted or something?
I'm afraid that is what it amounts to.
But...
You can trust that we'll be even more tight-lipped than a giant clam. For sure.
Let them pass.
Duce, but
I have spoken.
Now that's more like it.
Yes, Duce. I ask only that you not speak of anything you see here to anyone.
Not speak of what we see? Why not?
This is one of Palestrale's guild laws.
Okay then, we promise.
Our leader, Belius, is waiting just ahead.
Is it a dragon? Is it a dragon? Is it a dragon? Nordopolica warehouse. No way. This is so impressive. Belius's room. Okay, here we go.
Hey! What's going on?
Everybody still here?
Yes.
Fire.
A monster!
And here I had secret hopes we'd get a gourmet meal out of this. Wasn't expecting a trap.
This isn't a trap. She is... Belius?
The very same. I am Belius, Duce of Nordopolica, and founder of Palestrale.
You're so hot. Oh my god. Can you, like, wrap me up in that tail, please?
Didn't see this coming.
So you can speak our language as well.
You encountered Pharaoh some time ago, did you not? I would not think then that our ability to use your tongue should come as a surprise.
So you're an Antilocheia too?
That is so.
Then the ancient race that built this city was...
My brethren and I.
If this city was built hundreds and hundreds of years ago, that would mean...
Indeed, we have governed this city for ages.
Wow, that's amazing!
Good old Don. How nice of him to keep me in the dark on this.
And who might you be?
A humble servant of Don Whitehorse. I've got a letter for you from him. I've known that old badger too long to be surprised by who he knows. But just how are you connected?
I am indebted to him for his assistance during the Great War.
The Great War? So the rumors that you were one of the masterminds behind it are true?
Well, I did participate in the war. However, I never exceeded that which my duty as an Intellicheia required. I was not a mastermind of anything.
The Great War was fought against the Entellicheia.
At any rate, my acquaintance with the Dawn dates from those times. I have long lamented that a man of his talent was not born instead as one of my race.
I think we can lament that everyone is not one of yours. Like, oh my god. Can I pet your little nose, please, miss? I know it's a little disrespectful. You look so soft. Hi.
That's the first I've heard the old man had anything to do with the Great War.
It is a subject he takes little pleasure in discussing. The Dawn has requested my mediation in the current trouble with Pharaoh. It would seem that even a man of his strength cannot stand against my brother's assault upon his city. Such a request cannot lightly be brushed aside. I shall offer my assistance for the time being.
Glad to see you're so reasonable.
So some of you tear down cities and some of you run guilds. You Antilocheia are definitely interesting.
The same might be said of you humans, I would imagine.
Aye, that be true.
Now then, this letter is not the sole reason for your visit, is it, child of the full moon?
You know about Estelle?
We Intellicheia can sense the child of the full moon.
My name is Estelise. I have to know, what exactly is the child of the full moon? Pharaoh called me an insipid poison. But what does that mean?
I know not whether your fate may be swayed by such knowledge, but...
Belius, listen.
Judith?
Is there something of which I should be aware?
Pharaoh is...
What the hell's all that racket?
At last, we found you, Antilocheia! Leader of monsters! Origin of evil!
Tyson! Boss!
Well, if it isn't Carol and friends, you've got some twisted tastes hanging out with freaks like this!
Keeping monsters to use in your Coliseum? You're an enemy of humanity, and now you die!
You're pretty barbaric for a friend of Carol's.
Who the hell is this little brat?
Unfortunately, I don't give my name to rapscallions.
You call him out, Patty.
As if I really care.
Where's Nan?
Curious, huh? She should be leading the raid on the remaining monsters in the Coliseum about now. We Hunting Blades give no quarter to any who would obstruct the justice we mete out, humans or no.
If you won't attack, then I'll make the first move, beast.
It seems these men will not be stayed, lest I take arms against them. It is asking much of you, but please help Nats.
What about you?
I am not to be outdone by mere humans.
Gotcha. Let's get out of here.
Good luck.
Who do they think they are? What a bunch of total clods.
I thought the Knights were the ones who had business in Nordopolica.
I never would have guessed we'd end up running into the hunting blades.
What are they all doing here?
Don't know exactly, but you can be sure it's got to do with Belius.
Could it be that the Knights, I mean Flynn, came because of Belius as well?
We'll have to ask the Duce. For now, though, we gotta see if we can get things under control.
Ah.
This enemy doesn't look so nice.
This one's for real.
I am so gonna make you hurt. Ready? Tractor beam! Ready? Tractor beam! Ready? Tractor beam! Ready? Tractor beam!
Brilliant.
Best you can do. Oh, flickering blaze burn. Oh, flickering blaze burn. Fireball!
Such power.
It's not over yet. Fireball! Good job, Spot.
Everyone learned happiness. Yay. Meh.
You'll be gone soon enough.
I am so gonna make you hurt. Ready? Tractor beam! Try soul shine. Umbra! Ready? Tractor beam! Ready? Tractor beam! Holy power, come to me! I am so gonna make you hurt. Nice aid smash! Holy power, come to me! Ready? Tractor beam! Destructo pain shot! Destructo pain shot!
All right.
Oh, flickering blaze burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze! Destruction stream! Holy power, come to me! Dragon over! Holy power, flickering blaze burn! Fireball! Holy power, come to me!
This? Nah, this isn't scary.
Your legs are shaking.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Bye. Ah, you got me.
Behind us!
This happens all the time.
Oh, flickering blaze burn! Fireball!
Come on, Wind. Knock him around and cut him down. Wind blade. Come on, Wind. Knock him around and...
Oh, din of this modest land! Star blast!
Come on, Wind.
Oh, din of this modest land! Star blast! Oh, din of this modest land! Star blast!
Never thought I'd lose.
Oh, flickering blaze burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze burn! Fireball!
Knock him around and cut him down. Wind blade.
I am so gonna make you hurt!
Come on, Wind. Knock him around and cut him down. Wind blade.
Ready? Tractor beam!
Knock him around and cut him down. Wind blade.
Oh, flickering blaze burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze burn! Not bad. Help me out here.
Hey, that was a nice break from things. Thanks.
This is, not great.
This is awful. Could Nan have done this?
You alright? Nats has gone to defend the Coliseum from the hunting blades. Please, you gotta help him.
Wait, If only we'd come sooner.
This is not the time for regrets.
We've got to go help that Nats guy.
Yeah, which means going up.
Nah.
The Coliseum is now under the authority of the hunting blades. Withdraw immediately.
Nan, you've got to stop.
Carol, what are you doing here?
You know that fights between guilds are strictly forbidden by the Union.
What are you talking about? This job was commissioned to us directly by the Union itself.
What? Harry, what are you doing here?
Hey, isn't that someone from the Union we met in Dongrest?
That's the Don's grandson, Harry.
The Don's grandson?
Just what in blazes is going on here, son?
You're under the same orders from the Don yourself, right? To locate Apathea?
Sure, but what does that have to do with all the commotion here?
Judith! What's the matter?
There!
Nats!
Come on! Damn it! I wasn't done with them!
Wait! I thought I ordered you to withdraw!
Raven is with them, and he's an ally. Let them be.
Nan!
Oh, down to your last friend? Why not play with us for a while?
More of Belius's minions, huh?
We're brave Vesperia!
I don't care how brave you are. Death to those who side with the monsters!
This one's pretty tough.
Do we even have a chance?
We have no choice. I think this is a great time to use the... No, that's not all right. Pepe Ale. God damn it. Will you not, please? Thank you.
Dead.
Watch out! This one's tough.
Ready? Tractor beam! Ready? Tractor beam! Ready? Tractor beam! Ready? Now!
Watch out! This one's tough.
Yeah, and you frickin' nuked my fucking tractor beam, Yuri.
Huh? Man, these guys are just going crazy.
That wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Looks like we got here in time.
You must be a healer. You've saved me.
I wonder if Belius is okay.
Duce!
Nats, you are unhurt. You would yet challenge me, humans?
Your kind is the root of all evil.
of evil. Belius? You got it all wrong. Just look.
All monsters serve evil. They must be hunted down. It is up to us. To the hunting blades.
This is the actual fight, isn't it?
These idiots have got rocks for brains.
You monsters are all alike.
Judy!
Duce!
I'll heal you.
You mustn't. Your power is...
No. What can this mean? She reacted to Estelle's formula? But this is...
What's going on?
I was too late. What have I done?
If this keeps up, it'll bring down the Coliseum.
Oh no, Estelle! Poison, indeed.
Duce Belius! Please control yourself! Duce!
We have no choice but to try and stop her with force.
But we're dead if we hold anything back against someone like this.
I can't believe this!
But it doesn't look like we have a choice.
Belius. Estelle, wake up! Right.
Here she comes!
Killer bee. He killed, huh?
Tell us what's up here. Weak to Earth.
Sorry, but I'm not getting killed here.
Kill!
Apparently you are. Apparently you are getting killed here. That's not good.
The poison...
Also, I think I'm going to put on my up here.
Pharaoh talked about.
Live!
I won't hold back. That's the only way, right? Oh, sharpened rage! Run through that which blocks our future! Are you okay? Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor!
I'm sorry!
Come on, Joe, please.
Oh, brilliant angels,
Don't just stand there.
I'm okay! Destructo!
I'm sorry!
Oh, sharpened rage! Run through that which blocks our future! Stalagmites! I'm using this! I am so gonna make you hurt! Yes! Stalagmites! Ready? Stalagmites! Ready? Stalagmites! Ready? Stalagmite power that defies hands! Resist! Oh, sharpened rage! Run through that which blocks our future! Stalagmite! You're dead! Have a I see stars! I'm okay!
Oh, this is not good.
I'm using this!
Yes.
Sharpened rage! Run through that which blocks our future!
That is not. Okay, do I have any art that does like an AoE fire?
Don't just stand there. Don't just stand there.
I just realized I can target those lamps. That'd make my life a lot easier.
I am so gonna make you hurt. Fireball! I'm okay. Just a little.
We are out of those. Well, I think we're dead now. But I now know I can target those lights, so when we do this again, I can keep those lit. Okay, that's a tough fight. Holy crap.
And they were never
tough fights. I'm glad I saved. Okay, we're gonna need more of everything, and we don't have enough money for more of everything. Shit. You know what? It's not great, and it's probably going to hurt us long term, but I need the money to buy healing items for what's about to happen. Okay. We are now very broke. And going into that fight again. So expensive. Can we save now? It took away the save point. Oh, frustrating. Let's do the entire thing.
Who do they think?
Who they think they are? Exactly. Haha, get fucked. We're not taking any of your trouble.
Let's eliminate them! This is the end for you! Flickering blaze burn! Flickering blaze burn! Come to me! I am so gonna make you hurt! This is fireball! First aid! Destruction streak! Now! Fireball! Destructo's flickering blaze burn! Fireball! Flickering blaze burn! Fireball! Oh, you're dead! Flickering blaze burn! You okay? Flickering blaze burn! Drag it over! Fireball! Flickering blaze burn! Fireball! Flickering blaze burn! Fireball!
Man, these guys are just going crazy.
These are the threads that we...
Kill. Kill or be killed, huh? Sorry, but I'm not getting killed here.
Kill me! What is my power? The poison that Pharaoh talked about.
Live! I don't want to... do this. Do we really have to?
Okay, now Okay.
I won't hold back. That's the only way, right?
I'm sorry.
Delay! Enough! Hey, I'm fine.
Take this!
I'm okay. Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor. I'm using this.
Take this!
The din of this modest land.
All right.
Stop! The din of this modest land.
I'm sorry.
I am so gonna make you.
I'm sorry.
Fireball! I'm okay.
All right. I'm sorry.
Oh, flickering grays burn. I'm okay. Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze burn. Fireball! It didn't work.
I'm sorry.
I'm fine. Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor. Oh, flickering blaze burn.
All right. You
I'm fine. Destructo Fine!
take this!
Destructo
Destroy it!
Oh, flickering blaze burn! Fireball! I'm so gonna make you. Does your favor. Fireball!
Don't just stand there.
Fireball! Does your favor.
Make your
Nurse! Oh, flickering blaze burn! Fireball!
My power is gone! Strike! Now!
Yes. Okay. Whew. Okay, we're gonna begin with giving you. Whew. Nope. She says strike now, I strike now.
Din of this modest land! Oh, din of this modest land! Oh,
You cannot stop me!
oh, din of this modest land! Oh, din of this modest. Oh, din of this modest land! I am so gonna make you hurt!
Ah, not now. Stop. Stop.
Din of this modest land!
Oh yeah. That timing. My overlimit wasted.
Is it over?
But why?
Oh. Okay, that fight went much better when I realized I could target the lamps.
It's over!
Now we know what Estelle's poison is.
Duce! No!
What now? I never thought this would happen.
I'm sorry.
Worry not. You were thinking only of saving me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just...
Power corrupts, but you are different. Never lose that kindness. The compassion you so readily show to others. Now, go to Pharaoh, if you would learn of your destiny.
To Pharaoh?
There is much I owe you. Do not harbor a grudge toward these people.
Duce! No!
Wait! No, I beg you, don't go! Belius, farewell.
Is this the same as what was in the case from the ghost ship?
A crystal.
An apatheia!
What does that mean?
Convey my soul, this cyano ciel, to my ally, Don Whitehorse.
So, this must have been what Harry meant.
Humans, we'll be taking that stone.
Is this what you guys were after? Hope you don't think we'll just let it go.
Then, we'll just have to pound on you until you do.
That's enough! Everyone throw down your weapons!
Damn, look who's here.
You! Take anyone still standing in the Coliseum into custody.
We're gonna wind up in chains if we don't blow this scene.
But we haven't done anything to warrant being arrested.
I don't think they'd have any trouble cooking up a reason to put us behind bars.
You're right. Escape is our best option.
I've secured an escape! Hurry!
Okay, we're getting out of here for now.
No, I don't want to go anywhere. My power... It really is a poison. I thought I could help her, but I only brought about her death. I couldn't save her.
There's a time to have a breakdown, and it's not now. Hop on the boat with us, and then you'll have like the entire boat ride to dawn to curl up and cry and feel things, okay?
What are you doing?
There. You saved me, didn't you?
What? But
Yuri is better than Jade. Yuri didn't slap her. Yuri just, like, self-harmed and forced her to heal him.
Let's move.
Okay.
Wait!
Sodia. Hi, Raven. May we never see you again, you little sack of shit.
Belius, how could something like this happen?
There was still so much we needed to ask.
Yeah. Think of all the knowledge that only an Unresolved would have.
Not to mention her perspective as the Duce Palestrale. Why couldn't we have met her sooner?
Yuri.
Yuri indeed. Yeah, my only complaint about that section is that I had to go through the entire run with the frickin' thing. He's real done, and now I always knew the Dawn was after the Duce's good stuff. The only faction that can stand toe-to-toe with Union Empire's Palestrale. The Dawn in the north and Belius in the south, they weren't playing around. What in the world's going on? Duce Belius is dead? It can't be true. What's going to happen in the city if Duce Belius dies? The city will be finished without Duce Belius. Welcome to the Fortunes Market. Going traveling, jumping the Coliseum. We have everything you need right in here. Yeah, you need some more orange gels? We got orange gels. Need a couple melange gels? We got those. Need life bottles? No, you don't. Good, because you're fucking pro. More of them.
This place is swarming with knights.
We've no choice but to go out through the harbor then.
But what if the harbor's blockaded too?
Well, the Wiesent of Kados is blocked off. If we have to get out of here, I'd say breaking out through the harbor is our best bet.
Ah! Escaping by sea might be better, yes!
Exactly. Sorry, Patty, but can I ask you to pilot the ship?
Aye aye, leave it to me. Time to show you what I can do. I hope it's actually got a new Ceres Blastia, though.
Perfect. Hey, where's the old man?
You don't need to worry about him. He'll turn up soon enough.
Right. He's the sort of guy who shows up as soon as you start to feel relieved he's gone.
So true, Judah.
Yuri Lowell, this is the end of the line.
Lady Estelles, you must return with us. Captain Flynn is worried about you.
But
Estelle's not going back with you.
Rita, oh my.
Alright, let's hurry to the harbor.
See, Rita just doesn't know what a lesbian is, and as soon as she does, she's gonna go, wait, there's a what exists? And people are gonna be like, wait, you didn't know? I can't believe Duce Belius is dead. We were supposed to meet and have all manner of discussions. What an unfortunate twist of fate. It was such a promising chance. It's supposed to be a message from the heavens. Go, discover the origin of the Kritia. Captain Schwann's too busy, so Lieutenant does his job. Oh. Sir LeBlanc. Sir LeBlanc. Oh. Our guardian deity, the monster, it was killed. Guardsmen from the Union did it. What barbarians? It really was our guardian. The city's finished. Flynn, I don't really like you right now, Flynn.
Looks like we can't put one over on this guy.
Return Lady Estelles and the stone.
Flynn, what do you want with the Apatheia?
So the Knights are trying to get a hold of this thing too.
That's why the hunting blades were here.
It's like what that guy in Normgan said. The Apatheia brings only chaos to humanity. So it's true.
Hand it over.
Whoa, is he serious?
Just what the hell are you doing? Using the military to get control of the city? That's taking things a bit far. Maybe you're carrying out your duty, but you can't just go around doing everything by force.
Captain, awaiting orders.
I thought you were with the Knights to change things like that. I don't know why I'm the one who has to be saying this stuff. You know it full well yourself. Cat got your tongue? I mean, how's this any different from what I've come to expect from the Empire? Are you gonna follow Rago and Kumor's examples?
If I did, would you just kill me as well? Would you do away with me like you did Rago and Kumor?
Huh? What is he?
If you go and become a villain, you won't be giving me much choice.
Yuri?
You mind saving this charming little squabble for another time? We're sort of in a hurry, right? Come on!
Captain!
What was Flynn saying about Yuri and Rago?
Save it! You men, raise the anchor!
Rita's like, not gonna be mad at Yuri about killing an asshole. Not right now.
Yeah, man. Raise the anchor.
Raven, dump it. Go become Flynn's new sheath.
Raven, where did you come from?
Don't suppose it'd be too much trouble to take one more with us.
Hey, that's the guy.
I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh no. This is trouble brewing.
Full speed ahead!
What's happening?
Judy?
Oh no.
Where's this power coming from? Is it the Ceres Blastia?
Yeah! We broke through!
The rudder handling's perfect.
What's the deal with this formula? I've never seen anything like it.
What?
What are you doing? No! Stop! Why would you...
Well, time for Rita to know.
This is the path I have chosen.
You're that dragon freak!
Judy, wait!
Goodbye.
Rita didn't give a damn about Yuri killing the guy, but Rita's gonna give a damn about Yuri, like, hiding the Judy from her.
Why? Why?
This is a bad trade. Game. I don't like this.
Our genius mage has given the Ceres Blastia her undivided attention. Sounds like the core on the new Blastia is pretty much totaled.
It's a good thing we had that merchant lady change the Ceres Blastia for us.
That's Kaufman for you. She always goes above and beyond in keeping her word.
So luckily we still had the old Blastia around. Either way, looks like we'll be drifting out here for now.
Looks that way.
I'm worried about the ship's heading. I'll go check it out.
What are Carol and Estelle up to?
They're a bit down in the dumps. Why don't you go check in on them?
You'd probably be better at cheering them up, old man.
No.
You know I'm not cut out for that stuff.
Guess I've had a hand in dampening the mood around here too. Might as well see how they're doing. I knew Judy's secret would get out someday, but not like this. A little heads up would have been nice. I don't know what to think about anything anymore.
Okay, well, I guess we should go talk to everyone. I like that we have a little map and we have bunk beds. It's open, there's no point in going inside, it's just a storage room. Well, what if I want to raid the storage room? Okay, we have 3 bunks. You have 3 shifts on this ship, so we can have a crew of 12 comfortably on this boat, I think.
So many things to deal with. I'm a little mixed up. Sorry for dragging you around, Repeat. Right. There's nothing else to be sorry about after all these years. Okay, so what should we start with? Before anything else, we'll need to have the ship moving.
Let's talk to these two, then we'll talk to Rita.
Ah, there you are, boy.
You sure have your own way of doing things, old man. Then again, I guess it's your only redeeming quality.
Hey, way to hurt a man's feelings. I've got a ton of redeeming qualities.
That's one list you can just keep to yourself.
I have to tell you, I was so surprised to find out that Belius was that beast. Sorry, I mean Entelecheia, was it?
Yeah, but it seems like the story about her engineering the Great War was a lie.
Probably just an excuse the Empire made up for them to invade Nordopolica.
Maybe, yeah. So is that the Don's grandson? How'd he end up here anyway?
This idiot got fed false information by Leviathan's Claw and acted without thinking.
I heard that an ally of the Dons had been captured by a monster, and I thought I'd come to save him.
So it's your fault that she's dead.
And then, I heard that the monster possessed Apatheia, so...
They said that Belius had been captured?
Apparently that's what Leviathan's Claw said. So they went down there with the hunting blades to kill the monster.
And that monster was actually Belius. So even though you got the Apatheia, the ally you were supposed to save ended up dying.
Yeah. You need to learn to take things slower. Check your information before you rush out all ready for battle.
Damn it! What the hell do you know?
Things like this happen, I guess. Having the Don for a grandfather puts a lot of pressure on the boy.
Anyone with a grandfather like that would be expected to work their butt off, yeah.
Everyone expects too much of it. So he works hard not to let anyone down. And then things like this happen.
You just gotta learn how to give a little bit fewer fucks.
Halastrale's not gonna be too happy about this. Even if he didn't have any choice but to fight. I doubt they'll take that for an excuse.
That Nats guy should forgive us, I think.
That would be nice, but Nats isn't the Duce. It's the others in the guild we have to worry about.
Well, I don't know how to get out of this mess. For now, I'm going to take him to see the Don. Take the ship to Dongrest as soon as it's working again, would you?
Gotcha.
That's the plan.
I actually do know how to get out of this, but... an eye for an eye. It's a matter between guilds, after all.
I don't like that.
I was okay with taking out bad people on my own. But I couldn't tell the others. Not before with Estelle, and not now. I gotta face up to the choices I've made. It's been weighing on Carol, too. Who knows what'll happen to brave Vesperia?
It wasn't supposed to be this way. This is gonna get ugly. Yes, it will. This is like the Act 2 low point. Rita? What's up?
Does it look like it'll be okay?
Oh, well, it's pretty bad.
Jeez, this isn't usable at all.
Damn it. I can't believe that Judith was... Why was she with us in the first place? That dragon, Baul, right? It attacked us back in Heliord, didn't it?
You've got a good memory.
That's not the sort of thing I easily forget. Do you think they were going after Estelle back then? Yes, she knew. She knew about Estelle. You didn't already know that she was that dragon freak, did you?
Yeah.
You know what? It's better than lying, but Rita's gonna be pissed.
Damn it, I can't believe you!
We all have our reasons for what we've done. You and Judy both.
You mean...
And me too, of course.
You mean Rago and Cumor? Huh. I don't care much about what happened to them. What you did may have been a crime, but if you ask me, though the severity of the crime may differ, there's no such thing as someone suspected without cause.
Are you saying the same goes for you?
Who knows? I mean, even that woman was...
Judy was a loyal member of our party. That's how it looked to me, at least.
Yeah, that's true, but...
Rita's just annoyed because, like, she's in love with Estelle, but she hasn't, like, sunk in the lesbian thing. And she was like, Judy's legs and Judy's everything. So Rita's, like, having to parse and process, and it's, like, mixing up with the hate and the anger and the autism and the not knowing that lesbians exist. So Rita's having a moment. And it doesn't help that the Blastia doesn't work.
If she had just shared what she knew about the Child of the Full Moon, and about the Entelecheia, Estelle's problems might already have been solved by now.
It depends, doesn't it? Pharaoh told her she was poison after all.
You know, it's possible she knew where Pharaoh was from the very beginning.
Yeah, maybe so.
Either way, I'll never forgive her for breaking that Blastia.
Well then, if Judy comes back, you can feel free to beat her up.
She's not coming back.
I couldn't say.
Still not back yet.
Can you see anything?
I don't see anything at all. After what happened to Belius. And with Judith breaking our Blastia and running away, I just don't know what to think anymore.
Oh yeah?
And then you went and cut your arm like that.
That was painful.
It's not funny.
But you healed me.
I couldn't just ignore you, could I? I can't just ignore someone who's injured in front of me.
So what are you all rattled about? Don't you remember? Belius said to take good care of your kind nature.
My power is the reason that the Entelekea hate me, isn't it?
What's with you being able to use magic without Blastia?
Even if I make an effort not to use my power on the Entelekea, to them, I'll still be evil. That's why Pharaoh was trying to kill me.
But Belius said you should try to meet Pharaoh, didn't she?
Yeah, in order to discover my destiny. But I wonder, is that really right? No, that can't be. I'm the one who'll decide my destiny.
Now you've got the idea.
Let me think about it. Her art... So Estelle's art is about, like, learning how to make her decisions. Raven's arc... Raven doesn't have an arc. Raven's just there to be a creep. Rita's arc is about learning what lesbians are. Yuri's arc is about understanding the limits of your own vigilantism. Patty's arc is about coming to terms with yourself as an independent person from your legacy.
How's the ship heading?
Apparently we're being pushed north by the current.
I see. Sorry for making you come all the way out here with us.
Don't worry about it. This was my plan from the beginning anyway.
Well, I'm happy that we've got someone who knows how to pilot a ship, but you've got to go treasure hunting to get your memory back, right?
That's okay. I'm just gonna take it easy. Life's longer than a bright red eel's ear or a slimy eel's body.
Well, that's better than living life fast and recklessly.
Besides, it ain't bad being here with you, Yuri.
I'm glad to hear that.
See, Patty's problem here is she started thinking of herself as like Yuri's future wife, which is not the same as being Ifrit's granddaughter, but it's still not Patty by Patty's sake.
When I think about that, I start feeling like maybe my past doesn't really matter.
I'm not gonna lie, Patty has kind of soft BPD vibes, like, not like the really messed up, like, depression, etc., but like, Patty is definitely defining her entire sense of self based on other individuals, and is doing that with you now.
But that doesn't mean you're going to quit searching for your memories, does it?
I'd like to know more about my grandfather, so I can figure out what I'm going to do in the future, and how I should think about the name Ifrit.
I see. Then I guess you can't stay with us forever, huh?
But I've realized that there are many more good things when I'm with others than when I'm by myself. So, when my memory returns, I'd like to travel with all of you again.
Yeah, if we get the chance, that might not be a bad idea.
When that time comes, maybe Judy can also.
I don't know. Judy has her own reasons for not being able to be with us. I hope your reasons haven't changed by then, though.
Yeah.
Rocking on gentle waves, sailing on and on. Well, Carol, this is the conversation I wasn't looking forward to. Hi, boss.
Oh, Yuri!
Hey, Captain.
What's the matter? You look more serious than usual.
Yeah, I was just thinking about how hard it is to put a guild together. I thought things might go okay since I was with you guys, but...
Have you lost faith in your ability to lead the guild?
No, not at all. I'm working as hard as I can.
All right, then I'll borrow from your attitude and do the best I can too.
Hey, Yuri. Can I ask you something?
Yeah?
Is it true that you killed Rago and Jumor?
It's true.
How could you keep that from me?
I kept meaning to tell you. I'm sorry.
Even though I think it's bad. You don't regret killing them, do you?
Yeah.
I just don't know. Flynn and Estelle were trying to bring them to justice, too. Did you really have to kill them?
I think there are some things that you have to do. Even if they're a crime. Someone has to do them. Even if it means taking the blame.
Maybe so, but even still...
I just did what had to be done. You shouldn't force yourself to try to accept what I did.
Yeah.
The way that art, like, leaned over, overshadowing Carol, ooh, that was a choice. I don't know if it was intentional, but it gave the sense of Yuri's words literally hanging over Carol. Carol's gonna have a bad time with that in particular. Because after all, Carol's captain. If someone in the guild is out of line, it's Carol's job to bring them back in. Someone has to do it. Oh god, it is hanging over Carol. Oh no. Carol is not having a good time. Not back yet. Ugly. Do you have anything else to say, Estelle? You think about it? Woof woof. Let's rest while we can. Bum, bum, bum.
Well, I've finished making adjustments to the Blastia.
I've checked all the other parts too. Everything's ready.
That's great! We'll be able to use the boat again!
If you don't mind, I'd like to bring Harry back to Dongris first.
We need to head to Dongris too.
Right! We've got to deliver Belius' Apatheia.
Why don't you let old Raven take care of that for you? What do you say?
We couldn't ask that of you.
Oh, that hurts. Still can't trust me after all we've been through, huh?
It is a task given to brave Vesperia, and you are not a member.
It wasn't a formal request, but I feel we should honor Belius' dying wish. It would be unjust if we didn't deliver it.
Yeah. Besides, we're also at fault for Belius ending up like she did. We've got to own up to what we've done. The Don also might know why everyone wants these Apatheias so badly.
He was trying to get his hands on one too, don't forget.
If we can learn more about the Apatheia, we might find out why Flynn's been using such extreme measures.
Well then, I'll make sure to set things up with the Don for you.
Really?
A wiser man than I once said, even chance acquaintances are decreed by destiny. If it's meant to be, I don't mind putting in the effort for brave Vesperia.
I'm going to meet with the Don, too.
You too, Rita?
A lot has happened, and I get the feeling it's all connected to this Apatheia somehow. So...
It was the Don that told us to go find the Apatheia in the first place. He just might have something up his sleeve.
So Rita, you're with us as far as Dongris?
I'm going to Dongres too.
Because going with us is profitable? Well, as long as you're piloting the ship, this works out well for us too.
It's not just that. I'm going because it sounds like there might be clues about my memory in Dongrest. Didn't you say that the Dawn in Dongrest was a friend of Ifried's?
Hmm? Oh yeah, I was talking about how Ifried and the Don worked together when they fought the Empire.
Then the Dawn might be able to give me some clues about my memory.
Well, if that's the case, then let's travel together.
Jeez, that old geezer sure is popular. I hope he doesn't get so busy that he faints.
That only leaves Estelle.
I think she needs some time alone.
I agree.
I wonder when we'll see Judith again. Hey, once we've delivered the Apatheia, let's go see if we can find her.
That's not a bad idea. Besides, she broke the guild laws, and you know we can't just let that slide.
Right. At least not without hearing her reason.
But first up is Dongrest.
There'll be a stretch of beach along the southern edge of Tolbikia where we can lay anchor. I'd wager that'd put us as close to Dongrest as we could hope.
Okay, sounds like we've got our destination.
Wow! The hourglass is really amazing! The enemies just stop moving!
Yeah, certainly makes it easier to win battles.
You can get ready for what's next, attack enemies, change battle formation. And if we're having trouble running away from enemies, this makes it a cinch. Oh, and it even lets us keep enemies from running away. It's seriously awesome.
Hourglass! Personally, I find this way easier.
Oh yeah, we're just like all in this. Okay. This way we're going. Okay, it's not too bad. We're not too far away from something at least. Not our problem. Is this really as close as we can get? I don't believe in that's as close as we can get. Let's take a moment. Hello, what are you? Blocked by that fucking reef. So there is someplace closer. We just can't get there because of the reef. Game is tricksy. Well. All I have to say is... let's find out who we can raid. Because I need to eat dinner and get my nippy nap if I'm going to have some fun after dark. So, who is available for us to go bother? Well, there's only one of us, so I guess there's not even really any point in going off. So, go forth! Have fun! Next time, we'll deal with whatever these aftermaths are. Peace.